What's up, guys? Welcome to Toy Addicts Anonymous. I'm Carlos, the Badass Reviews, and JP's not with me tonight. So he left me by myself, alone and sad. No, just kidding, guys. Today we have such cool guys as hosts right here. I want to bring them right away because they're part of the family also. Really cool people, super talented also. So let me bring first John. What's up, John? Emerald Knights. What's up, man? How's everything?
Good. Yeah, thanks for having me on. Got the invite. I was like, you know what? Actually, today's my Friday. I'm off tomorrow, so you know what? I'm good.
It's
I can
always
hop
a
on.
pleasure to have you here, dude. It's
Yeah,
always a
yeah,
pleasure.
yeah.
And
Appreciate
we
it.
have nobody else than Blake, Rick and Rage. What's up, man? How's everything?
Things are good, Carlos. I'm happy to be here. I'm working a little satellite right now. I've been traveling this week for work. So I'm up here in the beautiful city that's hosting a Thursday night game tonight, the Raiders at the Seattle Seahawks. So we got a big
Wow.
game going on around here. Yeah, just right up the road.
Nice.
That's crazy,
Sweet,
man.
sweet,
That's
sweet.
crazy. But yeah, I mean, really busy. Man, I'm still like kind of like shaking off. Ooh, Raiders right there. Look, Blake, look at that.
Ooh. Well, it's a good thing, John, that I am from Chicago and I'm a Bears fan because I don't really. I mean, I live up in the Pacific Northwest, and the Seahawks, or the Pacific Northwest team, the only team they got for
Yeah,
football. So,
yeah.
but either or, I don't care. Go Raiders!
Nice. Actually, they're
Go
playing the
Raiders.
Seahawks. Oh man, yeah. That's like I should have had that on because that's Pete Carroll's. That's his return, I guess, because Pete Carroll was the
Yeah,
coach of the Seahawks.
Yep, it's his return.
Yeah. Nice.
What's
But
up, man? How's everything? People saying hi to you guys.
What
what's up?
up?
So yeah, I mean, man, I'm not that big into football, to be honest with you. I think I was more big into football back in the days when I was living in Panama. Uh,
Hmm.
don't ask me why, but since I moved to Florida, I became like a huge hockey fan, dude. Just because of my Florida Panthers. That's it. That's it.
And
Like
and that's
I'm a man. I'm a super fan of the Florida Panthers. Like since day one. I think my wife took me to a game back in 2012 when I moved here, because my father-in-law, his boss, was like mega fan of the Florida Panthers. So they invite us they have like even this like little, how you say that, the VIP stuff, like the little rooms that
the sweets and all that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he took me there. They took me there, and man, it was amazing. I have such a great time. And since I start looking at hockey and start to understanding the game, I was like, I fall in love with the game. It's so intense, so fast, man. It's incredible. It's non-stop action, man. You like it?
There's two teams that I follow. So I'm from Chicago. I'm a diehard Chicago fan across the board. So I
Nice.
spent many years in Colorado also. So I follow the Blackhawks, are my
Oh,
boys, and then I follow the Avalanche. And trivia note for you, Carlos. Back in 1996, I remember staying up in double, almost triple overtime watching my Avalanche beat your Panthers in the Stanley Cup.
yeah, that was the first time the Panthers went to the Stanley Cup, actually.
Yep.
Back in the days, I remember Florida Panthers. So as far as I know now, because I'm being like studying a little bit, they were pretty much like a retiring team. Like everybody was coming that was coming to retirement. They were moving to Florida because they wanted to retire in Florida. So they were coming here just to retire, and it was pretty much like old players. But I mean, the team changed a lot, and I think it has a lot to do with the actually administration. Like Bill Zito, he's a mastermind. Like I don't know how he does. Also, it comes to effect that we don't have the taxes, right? The income taxes, and
Yeah.
that's a big part of what he's building right now with the Panthers, and the fact that he create kind of like a culture on that locker room with these guys that they love to be here and they love to play here. So they're able also to get a cut in their payments, like in order to stay with the Panthers. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And just trivia note, that 1996 Stanley Cup between Florida and Colorado. The interesting part was Florida that was their first, and they were fairly new, right? And then Colorado came from Canada as the Nordiques and became the Colorado Avalanche. So you have two very unlikely teams that are new in their roles, let alone one team that's literally new in the country compared to being in Canada, and they both go to the Stanley Cup in 1996. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I actually I love the culture of hockey, man. Like, it's really awesome. The fans, like, they're really cool. It's really, really awesome. I mean, it's different from other sports. I think it's like really. I love the environment. Man, I love the game. I really love the game. What's up, Brian? Brian, Endless Fable, guys.
Hey, Brian. What's up?
My brother Brian, man, such a great guy. So, guys, tell me what's new in the toy room for you guys. Like, Blake, let's start with you. Let's see what you have new that have you like a little excited in the collection.
I'm obviously on the road, so I don't have much with me, but I did pick up a couple things.
Oh wow, he's in the road and he's picking up stuff. Check that out.
That's the best feeling too. That's the best feeling, man.
Insane. Man,
going to a Target or going to a Walmart,
when I'm going on trips and stuff like that, it's so hard for me to get stuff, man.
Yeah,
so hard.
Wait till you see this. So first off, you all know that I am a huge Warhammer fan.
No, we don't know that.
Picked up some back issues.
Oh wow.
And look at the Angron on the cover there to match up with my beautiful Joy Toy figure that'll be here soon.
Excuse my ignorance. What are those magazines or books?
So these magazines are put out by Games Workshop. They're actually their monthly magazine, and they highlight either a faction or whatever. And inside, you get a lot of the lore.
Oh, those are magazines monthly?
Yeah, they're really cool.
Nice.
You can get them I believe you can subscribe.
Can you subscribe? That's my question. Can you subscribe?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can subscribe to them. And then if just Google in your area Games Workshop, there's either Games Workshop or Warhammer stores. Those are the official licensed stores.
Okay.
And they're pretty much throughout the country. There's not a lot of them, but these are stores you can actually walk in and get miniatures, learn how to paint. This is their official. This is the White Dwarf's been around a long time. In fact, this issue right here, which is the newest one, there should be one coming soon. This is issue 513. This magazine's been around for a while.
Wow.
So, like on that one, they had the death. This is the Death Guard Contagion. On this one was Fulcrum. We all know Fulcrum's a little little manipulator. And then this one, and I missed these. I totally forgot to grab them. Lord of Chance, right there himself.
Wow.
So I went there's a Warhammer store as I'm on the road. I was coming home from work, and I didn't realize there was a Games Workshop up here store. So I ran over there. I bought those, and the guy gave me the minifigure of the month. They give out a minifigure also. So
wow, show me.
Yep, it's not put together. So it's actually if you do the minis, so it's basically one of the wolves, the Space Wolf.
Space Wolves. Oh, that's my legion right there, dude. I'm a Space Wolf. From soul and heart.
If you buy anything from a Games Workshop or a Warhammer store, they're both the same. They might have a different title on the outside. You get a free minifigure as long as a miniature that you can put together and paint. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to put those Art by Ackerman brushes to use. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Then
I got a question for you. Sorry to interrupt you. Do you paint the minis?
No, I don't. But I promised Curtis that once I got his set of brushes, that I was going to start painting some of my resin heads that I got, from like Von Berg, and I'm going to try to start doing this because I was very artistic back years ago. The only artistic thing I do right now is pretty much my Recon Rage page, Instagram, with my photography and, just putting things together. That's the only thing that I do right now. But I'd like to get back to my drawings and doing painting, which I used to do when I was a kid and did very well growing up in Chicago. Hey, Benny.
Man, Benny Torres.
Gotta love
Happy
Benny.
birthday, my friend. It was his birthday, like I believe 2 days ago, 1 day ago,
Yep.
2 days, maybe ago. So happy birthday, my friend.
Yeah,
Awesome,
Benny's
awesome, awesome dude, man. Benny's heck of a guy, dude. Heck of a guy. So really
totally.
cool. Endless Fables, he says Warhammer has been around a really long, yes, really long
Yeah.
time, man. I didn't know this. I mean, it's been so long, pretty much like maybe like over around 40 years or something like that. Some
I've
craziness
been
like
with
that.
it well over. Yeah, it started in 1983, I believe.
Wow.
So I've been involved
I
with
was
it.
8 years old, my friend.
I was a freshman in high school.
I was one.
And
See,
one of the things that's interesting about Warhammer is a lot of people aren't aware that
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons was the US, hype for game role plays, but Warhammer was Europe's answer to
yes, correct.
D&D.
Yes,
Yeah.
And so it's been going on just like D&D for decades. And the fan base is phenomenally large. And the lore, the one thing I like about Warhammer and D&D, they're very similar, but the reason I like Warhammer so much is the story never stops. A lot of stories keep going back and reiterating old chapters or whatever, but this story keeps evolving as they keep telling you old components like Age of Sigmar, 30K, 40K, Horus Heresy. And I just think that not only is it a grim, dark world where no one pretty much wants to be, it's just the artistic community around Warhammer is phenomenal. I mean, the character design, the lore, the Primarch's back histories. I learned something today about a Primarch, and I'm going to talk about it on Let's Go Off-World tomorrow night when I'm, on that show. And because I wasn't really prepared to talk about it right now, but one of the Primarchs actually in the story, he's sitting there, and I'll reveal it later, but he's sitting there actually crafting his own Warhammer minis in the story because it's his battlefield of how he conquers the other. And Fulcrum comes in messing with him and pisses him off at the table. He grabs him by that back of his head and he smashes his head into his minis and said, basically like, get out of here, Fulcrum. So
that,
I mean, the lore is just amazing.
let me guess. That was Perturabo.
You nailed it. And what an amazing! And you saw the reveal on that figure, that Joy Toy figure's Primarch's amazing.
Perturabo was one of the Primarchs that I was more excited about, not because of his lore actually or his story, but most because of the design of his armor. I kind of like love the Terminator armors for the Primarchs. I think they look, even they are imposing figures as Primarchs itself because they're like huge guys. And not just that, but having a guy that size, 10 feet tall, 12 feet tall, and having a Terminator armor that fit that guy is something that is like out of this world. Totally.
Oh, and the thing with Perturabo is the interesting part with him. He's one of the few Primarchs in the whole lore that he's straight up ruthless. He doesn't care. His goal is to conquer at all costs, and he doesn't put up with any crap. And whether you can sit there and say, I mean, the lore of Warhammer and the world of Horus Heresy and Warhammer is violent, right? But I mean, I think he's kind of the epitome of old school battle commander violence. And he basically says, you know what? I'm going to crush you, and you're going to watch this happen. So I dig it. I'm glad that they did. Joy has been progressively just doing every figure correctly, every character correctly. I know that there's an article out there I read about the financials about Games Workshop and Warhammer, the label, and they're very happy. They keep breaking profitable records each year. And then with this Amazon series coming up with Henry Cavill playing Titus himself, I think Warhammer is about ready to step into a realm that people aren't ready for, like mind-blowing. And watch what happens to these Joy Toy figures at that point. When this starts happening and real trailers start coming out for this Amazon series, and Henry Cavill is at the helm of this, Amazon promised him, because he said, I'm not doing this unless you let me do this. This is going to be a gritty, ruthless. And they said, okay, this is your baby. Roll it. And if it comes out the way that Henry Cavill wants it, the way us fans want it, the way that the lore, depicts it, I think you're going to see like Warhammer merchandise everywhere. You won't even know what to do with it. Like there's just going to be so many opportunities. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be really really amazing. I'm really excited too about it. Like, to be honest with you, I mean, today that reveal, like, Perturabo was such a great. I mean, I knew he was coming because they already put out some of the his Space Marines, um, but it looks incredible. It looks incredible. They nail it with him. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy with the final result. I think Joy Toy killing it with Perturabo. But John, tell us, like, what's going on. Talking about Warhammer, what's your favorite faction or legion?
Oh, right now it's got to be the Space Wolves, but I've been wanting to get into the Salamanders just because green is my favorite color. So I need to. I think I saw some of them start becoming available on Amazon. So I've been kind of poking around and just seeing which ones I like. But yeah, I think Space Wolves kind of got me into it at first. I still think the Titus figure that I have, though, that's like my favorite. That's like the favorite. Like if I need something to just play around with, and I want to, or if I'm trying to do a Warhammer shot, it's always Titus that I kind of go to first. It's like my go-to.
Titles you have? You have the titles from the game?
Yeah, there was the one that came in I guess it was part of that 3-pack. Him and what was this? His two partners. It just came out recently.
Are you talking about the Joy Toy ones that you can actually their helmets light up? Those three?
Yeah.
He's talking about the ones from
I guess
they're
Space
awesome.
Marine 2.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too, playing the game, and then like kind of like once I start playing the game, and then it's like, okay, now I want to play with the figures. It's like kind of just.
I got a question. You're playing the game also?
Yeah, I got it.
Well, that's really cool.
Me too.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, and it's like, oh man, like just like you were saying, like as far as like once we can start getting more media, get the show going and get that going, it's just going to just be an avalanche of just like, and hopefully, it becomes more, more mainstream, or people kind of more eyes on it. And hopefully maybe our buddy Steve can finally get Joy Toy in his shop at that point. Maybe we can start having
I got a note for you on that one, John. So maybe Steve, you're in your shop. Yes, that would be awesome. So I was at that Games Workshop. Somebody's in trouble. I was at that Games Workshop store today, and I was talking to the general manager, and I said, hey, is there any chance you would ever get the Joy Toy figures in the Games Workshop? And he said, absolutely not. And let me explain why. We got paid by Joy Toy for the rights to use it. We can't bring it in the store and double dip it. So Games Workshop's already been paid. So they can't like any other vendor can do it because they don't own the license, but Games Workshop owns the license. They already got their residual royalties from the figures. They get paid up front. So they can't sell those figures in a Warhammer store or a Games Workshop store or anything that's Warhammer that's licensed by Games Workshop.
I kind of like, I would love to, like, I don't know, to figure it out, like if there's a way more stores here in the United States carrying Joy Toy Warhammer like action figures. But I think the crowd or the fan base in Europe is way bigger than here, than in the United States.
Yeah.
For now. But I think what I've learned, and I used to think the same thing. Well, I mean, let's just think about it. If you take D&D, the base of it, the D&D figures, I think it's like 69%, almost 70% of the D&D players are from the US. And rightfully so. It started in this country. 83% of Warhammer players and fans are from Europe because it started in Europe. But one thing I will tell you is with this Joy Toy crossover and action figures, the lore, Starforge is a company that sells a lot of that, like the purity seals and all the really cool collectible stuff, Starforge.
Yeah.
They're a licensed distributor for Games Workshop and the Warhammer label. I think that we are about ready to see. This is one of those things where you're about ready to see something just take off. And this Amazon series is going to be the catalyst of it. And once it takes off, it's going to be nuts. I remember when the first Ultramarines Joy Toy figures were put on pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. And I saw those YouTube videos and I was like, oh my God, they look like miniatures, but and then they showed me how, and we all know this, we all have them, right?
Mm-hmm.
How articulated a 1/18th figure is. It blew my mind away. And Joy Toy continues to evolve, better joints, easier hands, all this stuff. The company's also listening to the fans, and Games Workshop is listening to the fans. And this is why you're starting to see stuff like Angron and the Vehicles Razor and the Imperial, which was supposed to release last year, but they had a couple things they had to do with the Imperial Knight that in production. So anyways, I could talk all night. I don't want to obsess on this portion on the show because
No. This show is totally free, stress free. You can talk whatever you want, whatever you like, man. And talking about that, like, that's one of the things that I'm like checking recently with all the new releases. Like, for example, I just got the new the Alpha Legion figures, right? I got some of the new Space Marines. I got Exodus and I got one Space Marine. I noticed well, I believe that started with the World Eaters. They start putting the ball joint on the pauldrons, just like the Primarchs.
Yes, that's correct.
So now they have the hinge with the ball joint, so you can move freely that arm without having problems with the ring around the peg. And I really love what they're doing, to be honest with you. I mean, to me, like, Joy Toy is my main collection right now so far. And I'm really excited. I don't know if I'm gonna go deep enough in order to get like the tanks because I don't have the space.
Yeah.
I already.
Carlos, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to interrupt you because I'm going to call this. Okay, you're all listening to it right here on replay. I don't care how you're watching this. Just like I told Ryan at Wraith Mace, right? We talk all the time. That guy, I will be on his. I'm his new co-host on Wraith Mace Live, and so I'm going to tell you right now. That guy said the same thing you did. Like I'm a Grey Knights fan. He got that whole cosplay that he's going to be at New York Comic Con, and he's going to wear it to Legions Con. He already talked to Jeremy, and Jeremy gave him a thumbs up. So you're going to see a full top-notch Grey Knights cosplay at Legions Con.
I need to take a picture.
Yeah,
it's awesome. So I told him, I'm like, dude, I give him crap all the time. Every post, he's always posting stuff. He's huge on putting some really cool content out with Warhammer. And I told him, I said, hey, you're such a liar, dude. Like, let's put it this way. Every time you're like, I'm sticking to Grey Knights and this and that, and I'm not buying that. And all of a sudden he bought the whole Alpha Legion. He said he was only buying one of the Primarch for the Alpha Legions, Alfarius. He's a twin. Yes. Yeah, he's a twin.
It's Omegon or Omegon.
Right. So he bought two Alfariuses and got the other custom head so he could have the twin because they're twin brothers, right?
I did the same.
Yep. Me too. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't want to hear, Carlos, that you're not going to buy it because I'm telling you right now, yeah, our bank accounts say, hold on, ease up, buddy. But the end result is, in your blood, as much as you love Warhammer and as much as everything that's coming out, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you have your key factions, but there's so much coolness. That Alpha Legion was a prime example. I knew I was getting it. I'm getting all of them. I have every figure since the inception of the release, and I've army built a lot of my intercessors and you name it. I have a crazy ass collection, but I love them. I absolutely love them, and I won't ever tell anybody I'm not going to buy that because I know that's just dumb for me to say. But I'm telling you, I'm telling you. What up, Trevor?
1-6 shooter in the house. What's up, Trevor?
What's up, Trevor?
How's
What's up, man?
everything? And also Michael Casper. What's up, Michael? Man,
Yes.
such great people here on the chat. Man, yeah. Listen, this is the thing. Like, I like my collection, and I'm in trouble right now with that Paladin that night, right? Because I may need to put that night on my table where I do the reviews and stuff like that. So every time I do a review, or I keep the Paladin right there where I do my reviews, or I move it. So, and then there's another one coming, which is the one from the Mechanicus, right? The red one.
Yes.
That one. Oh man, that one I love the colors, because that's kind of like my favorite combination of colors, like red with black, and the face is like a skeleton.
You're
Man,
talking about the Imperial Knight, right? The big
the
Imperial
Imperial
Knight.
Knight, yes. That one, I think the faction, I don't remember exactly what's the name of the faction, but I know that one is aligned with the Mechanicus.
Yes.
I don't remember exactly the name. But man,
I agree with you that my Imperial Knight will be here soon, like we talked backstage. It's en route. I should have it soon. I'm super pumped. But the second version, it is my black and red with it. I mean, I love skeletons. Anybody knows I'm a Necronominus
he looks
fan.
more aggressive.
Oh, it's mean. When it comes to the battlefield, and if you know the lore, and if you've played the game or looked at any of the codex or anything, like, you don't want to be around that thing. You don't want to be anywhere around that thing on the battlefield or even in the same zip code. Like, it's pretty awesome.
It's just awesome. But man, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm gonna share this screen right here, and share it. Man, this guy right here.
Oh man,
he looks fantastic.
Perturabo, he is.
Yeah.
That oh gosh, they did it. I'm not going to sit there and say Joy Toy has never. They haven't done a figure any injustice. They've done an amazing job.
Yeah.
But as they move on, like this, when we get Angron in our hands, I think our brains are gonna be blown away. Like, just, I've seen some live stuff on Angron, and I mean, that Imperial Knight, right? It just keeps stepping up. The vehicles, the tanks. I mean, look at that. Alfarius himself on the left, for anybody that's watching, Alfarius, right? Alpha Legion. He's the Primarch, the leader. He's, for reference portion, Alfarius has another brother, and his name, Carlos, is?
Omegon.
Yep. And they're twin brothers. I won't give away the lore where his brother is or what happened to his brother. But when you buy a figure like this, both me and Carlos bought two because people have made custom head sculpts so you could have the two brothers in their Primarch uniform. But then you throw them next to Perturabo, and if you have that Joy Toy figure or any of the Primarchs in your hand, look how thick, beefy. You know what Perturabo reminds me of? The Horus Heresy figure. It's of that. It looks like of that scale. What do you think, John?
It looks, yeah. I can definitely see the similarities in there. Well, and again, I kind of for me, I'm a simple person. That shade of green in there, and green's my favorite color. That just to me, it just like immediately just draws me in.
Oh.
But
and you're gonna throw dragons all over this.
John, I got a question.
Yeah.
You have Alfarius, or you didn't buy that one yet?
No, I haven't bought it yet. No, I'm still kind of kicking the tires on it.
Man, you need me. You know what was my mistake with Joy Toy, right? My mistake with Joy Toy was, as soon I saw the Primarchs, I was like, I'm just gonna buy the Primarchs.
They're so big, man. They look nice. Yeah, I don't know. I like the look of the Space Marines, but yeah, some of the ones you've shown, shown on your page and channel, it's just like, oh, those look so good. They look so nice.
Yeah. Let me tell the gentleman just in the comment there. It's not if you buy two; it's if you buy one. It only takes, as they say. What was it?
It takes one.
Takes one.
There can be only one, right? I mean,
yep.
That's it. And if you get that right one, which they're all great, but if you get that right one, good luck. Good luck saying no to the ones moving forward. I mean, this is, don't get me wrong. We all collect lots of things, I'm a huge GI Joe, Warhammer, and anything Four Horsemen. Like that's my major wheelhouse.
Yep.
But these Warhammer fan figures, I mean, Joy Toy. When it comes to 1/18th, Joy Toy has always owned 1/18th articulation and excellent figures. This line has taken them from here and brought them off the map internationally.
Yep.
Yeah, my point with the Primark is like talking with John, right? Like telling John, like the thing with the Primarks is like, man, I really like kind of like the lore of Warhammer, right? But just the fact that you have these demigods, right? That they're like 10 feet tall, 12 feet tall, 15 feet tall, maybe in the case of Vulcan. You have guys that they're like that size, and on the books they explain that those guys move at the speed of light, and they can lift like I don't know how many 100-ton. Like I believe who was the one? I think it was Lehman Ross. I believe the one who lived like one Titan. He holds a Titan with one leg of the Titan. Man, the Titan is like I don't know how many tons, like maybe like 300, 500 tons, and they can move that fast. And like, man, it's just insane, to have a beefy guy like that with that armor that move that fast, just by the fact that describing the fight between Angron and Sanguinius during the Horus Heresy and the Siege of Terra, when they were fighting at the gates of the Golden Throne. That was insane, man. Like how they describe that battle, and Sanguinius holding the gates for days against thousands and thousands of demons. He was fighting by himself, then fighting his brother, beating the crap out of his brother, and then facing Horus, which at the beginning he was totally fine, but then he kind of like juiced it up with all the chaos power, and then he beat the crap out of Sanguinius. But man, that was insane. Just like all those stories, right? Like I can't imagine like how amazing that will be, like in a movie, just like to have that in a movie. So that's why I love the Space Marines. I love the look. The first figure that I bought from Joy Toy was Ultramarine Intercessor. That was my first figure. And when I saw the Primarchs, I was like, oh my God, I need this in my life. And when I think the first Primarch I got was Robute Gilliman. And I believe till today, I love the armor of Faith. His armor is so unique because it's like regal and all technological, because that armor pretty much keep him alive. It is insane, dude. And the story behind that armor, like how he was in coma for over 10,000 years, and Belisarius called with some Eldaris, I think they were like combining magic and technology to build that armor for him to be alive. That's insane, man. That's just out of this world.
You know, you touch on one of the things that's really great. You know, one of the things I love, and I'm just going to throw this in there. GI Joe, obviously history. The Four Horsemen are creating a lore, are creating a story in a world out of their heads, right? Out of their own ingenuity and mind. But what I like about the Four Horsemen and the Legions, the Mythic line specifically, and Warhammer is there's so much lore. It's the lore that really captures the backstories, the specifics about a certain character. And Warhammer has, since 1983, that much lore and history for you to research. And you've said it numerous times, Carlos, on here, is that I think you brought up like 3 or 4 different Primarchs or their backstories, just small backstories about each one of them. And it's just amazing. You can spend hours learning about just one Primarch and one faction, and still just like kind of put down the book, put down the audio, however you're getting your information. The YouTube video, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there will teach you the lore and some of the history. It wants you craving for more, just like, the Horrors of Isamel, right? When that last wave came out with Four Horsemen, I said it on the after party show, that the presentation that Four Horsemen brought that wave out, that release, was uniquely different, and I loved it. Before, we would get a wave release, an entry into the story, and we would get the figures and a bio. And then we moved on in the pricing, which was cool. I'm fine with that. But now we got a story. We started putting emotion and who's getting along with who and what's going on. And it became, as they released each figure, I think Warhammer is very much the same way. Obviously, fast forward because it's been out for a long time.
Yeah.
But you have so much to gather, so much storytelling that makes it even more excited and allows you to really start understanding the history of each one and which one you align with and which one you hate and which one you like love to hate, and ones that you think are just, whatever. They can all die in the battlefield as far as I'm concerned, So it's just fun. It's just fun. And, the thing like D&D, we've talked about it, D&D, the US parallel to Warhammer, when it comes to, tabletop gaming and stuff like that, is both of these lores just bring in a serious amount of, imagination. And they capture you and really start activating a lot of different aspects about the collecting community, not just a piece of plastic that's in your hand. So
no, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Talking about talking about the ones that you hate, John, which one is the one that you hate the most?
I don't know yet. I'm still in the early stages of developing my kind of favorites and understanding the lore. I've been trying to collect some of the books and some of the materials. There is a shop. There's a comic shop near my house that has a couple of the books. I guess it's like on different factions and histories on them. I think they had one on the space wolves I wanted to pick up, but at this point, I haven't really decided. Just like I'm kind of just, it's just free for all for me right now until I dive deeper into the lore, and understand, the history and everything. I think for me, I love the way they look, and I'm more of a appearance type person. But yeah, for me, I haven't really decided yet until I dive headfirst in the lore. But it's hard because there's so much collect. There's that, and then like you said, but I mean, I'm heavy into Mythic Legions, heavy into GI Joe, heavy into all these different other lines. It's just kind of hard. My attention span is all over the place when it comes to this, collecting and also just understanding, getting to a new line. Because I told Carlos, I was like, he was telling me about it, Warhammer. I'm like, yeah, it looks fine. And there's a couple other guys in the group that I'm in, Geeked Out Click, that they're into Warhammer, and they were telling like, oh yeah, you'll like it, because I told them like I was never really into D&D. I always wanted to be, but I just never, really found people to kind of play with or teach me how to play.
Mm-hmm.
So exactly what you're saying, Blake, they were kind of doing the same sort of, comparison, saying that, oh, this is just like D&D, except it's more the Europe version, but it's been around for so long. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And just based on the figure, right? It's like it's 1/18 scale, and so it's on the smaller scale. So when I do photography, it's a lot easier because it's at a small, it's just at a scale down size. So I can, I don't have to really worry about dials too much or have to, build anything out because they're so smaller. When I first got mine, I was like, wow, this is like, I see what, just from a Joy Toy, just from a, figure collecting standpoint, I can see why people love these, because I mean, they're so nice. They're so like the articulation, the looks of them, the accessories, like just the detail put into them. I sometimes I have them on my, on my table, like on my desk when I'm working or whatever, just because they're so nice to look at and just fun to play around with.
Yeah,
John, you nailed something. Carlos, reach into your cabinet back there and grab an Ultramarine or something in your cabinet. Yeah, grab one, because I want people to see something with the Joy Toy that's kind of unique. And John, you nailed it in your assessment of why toy photography. If you're on here and you like toy photography, or you just like taking care of action figures, one of the greatest things about these Joy Toy figures is, one, they take up a little bit less room.
Mhm.
They're super detailed. Now, take the knee, bend a knee, Carlos, on it. So the way they do their joints, it doesn't really break up the sculpt as
Yeah.
much. And this is in a 1/18th format, which I think is absolutely amazing. You know, you've got,
Mhm.
and no dissing here. This is not a diss, but you got Marvel Legends that took a long time to figure this out. Hasbro, right? These figures, they articulate very well, double jointed, 1/18th scale, uh, thigh swivel, chest pivot. I mean, you name it. Every single portion you can get in these things. And then you can actually go to your photography and you can actually pose them in action poses.
Yep.
You can really capture like motion out of these figures. Throw like with Sir Dork, right? Sir Dork, I've talked to
Mhm.
Sir Dork a few times one-on-one, like in chat or in messaging. And I'm like, hey, you need to get some of those done. Get some of that, get some of your blast effects like he likes to do, his little
Yep.
cherry
Yep.
bomb explosions.
Mhm.
I'd love to see Sir Dork do some work on his. I'd love to see Trevor, and I hope you're still watching, Trevor. I'd love to see Trevor start getting more of these and start doing more. I mean, I have a whole wall in my collector room with framed
Mhm.
1/6 shooter artwork because he's phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
I could see Trevor capturing these in a way that I wouldn't think of.
Yeah.
You know, he did the Faden photography,
Mhm.
and look at how cool those Faden pictures, space, cosmic,
Yep.
right? And he nailed it. He nailed it for that figure. I couldn't even imagine what he would do with a posable Warhammer figure, you know, and several different ones with different backgrounds and dioramas and stuff. And they take up less room, so it's easier for
Yeah.
him. So I think it's a fun line all around. You're a toy photographer, awesome. If you're a completist, well, get your wallet ready. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, look at that. In a running
Nice.
pose. And you've got the new ones now, which they're only doing that new little bit of a size creep. They're only doing a little size creep because these are one-offs. And I don't know if you guys know this. Go ahead, Carlos. I know you're.
This is the one of the old ones.
Yes. Not, that is, yeah. And they've evolved off of the old ones, which were good where they were. The new ones are mind-blowing in their new thought process of joint motion, how they attach pauldrons, the flexibility, the motion. One of the things that always frustrates me with action figures in general is taking a hand off and putting it on and swapping out hands, right? Because sometimes you break the pegs
Yeah.
or, you know, with Joy Toy, one of the hard parts was the hands come off and they got these ball joints. Well, back at the first few releases, but first year and a half of them, the plastic was harder. So trying to get the other hands that hadn't been on that ball joint, you had to like heat them up and then pop them in there.
Mhm.
They were really a pain in the butt. Now they're just so pliable. You just take them, they pop in, they pop
Yep.
out. You can do all the pop and swapping that you want on these figures. And for anybody that doesn't know this, Joy Toy, you can take the figures all apart.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you
You
can.
can
I haven't.
actually,
I haven't tried that, but yeah, I heard
Yeah,
you can
you
do that.
can. You
yep. So
can.
you can pop and swap these figures. Now, granted, the color deco is going to be different, but if you pop and swap within the same, say, salamanders,
Mhm.
you could kind of create your own character if you wanted to, which is kind of neat at a 1/18 scale, fully articulated. So, I mean, lots to talk about there. Obviously, I'm a big fan, I'm a big proponent of a few different lines, but I think this Joy Toy and I think Warhammer in general is heading in a very, very upbeat and promising direction. And I think that if you're watching this, that if you haven't got one Space Marine, one Joy Toy
Mhm.
Warhammer figure in your hands yet, do yourself justice. You can go on Amazon. You don't have to order from LT Cave or a Cool Toy Collector Club. And I will say this: do not buy your Warhammer figures. Okay, let me take that back. Buy your Warhammer figures wherever you get them from. But the most expensive place is Big Bad Toy Store. They have a big markup on it. And I'm a big
Mhm.
fan of Big Bad Toy Store. But if you really want to get the figures early, especially if you start getting into it, Cool Toys Club, Locker Toys, great, two amazing providers straight out of China. You get them anywhere from a month to 6 weeks
LTK.
prior than anybody else, and they usually get it to you here really quick. Um, um, so have fun with them. Get one in your hand. Yeah, you don't have to buy them all, but I think if you if you haven't grabbed a Joy Toy Warhammer figure, I think yourself, especially if you call yourself a collector of action figures and a connoisseur of like really cool art, I think you need to hold one in your hand before you say no. So
talking about other lines, today I was seeing like a lot of people like unboxing this thing right here.
Yeah.
Do you guys order this? Because I totally forgot to order this, and now
Yep.
everybody's getting them.
I did.
Yep.
I think I ordered mine on Pulse. I think is what I got it from, or not got it. I haven't got it yet, but I think I ordered mine on Pulse, and it was basically straight for the polar bear. So
It looks
so
cool.
I
That
grabbed
polar
it.
bear looks cool.
It's sitting in my parcel because I have all my packages locked up if I'm traveling.
You have that one already.
I haven't unboxed it yet, but it's sitting at home.
Nice.
And I'm excited about it because let's talk about this. Hasbro, they do their animals well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the G.I. Joe, all the G.I. Joe animals that they've done, pit bulls, dogs, wolves, bear now, alligator, right? All the different, they do a very good articulated animal line of figures. So G.I. Joe, as far as I'm concerned, Hasbro-wise, that is their jewel. They're killing it with the G.I. Joe. They continue to kill it. And I'm very happy for that. Not only because that's the line I collect, but I just think it's great for Hasbro themselves. It's a good win for them, and it's a good win for the G.I. Joe fans.
No, I think you may be right, because I was talking this with a lot of my friends, local collectors, and not just local collectors, but friends in general that collect action figures. And we all agree that actually G.I. Joe Classified is the line right now where Hasbro is putting more love, right? Like the releases are really good. The figures are really good, really well detailed. I love the face sculpts, accessories, and everything. And like you said, the animals are incredible. What do you think, John?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, but I'm biased though. I mean, I have a couple Marvel Legends, but G.I. Joe's always been my bread and butter. And actually, when I first got back into collecting, I told myself I can't do G.I. Joe Classified. I can't go down that rabbit hole. It's just, but eventually it happens. I mean, G.I. Joe as a kid was one of my like groups. It was either He-Man, G.I. Joe, Ghostbusters, the Turtles, and that was pretty much like my main kind of. If you looked at my pile of toys, those were the ones I had the most of as a kid. And that had a few. That was pretty much it. And then I had a couple other like onesie twosies here. Mask was pretty big too, but G.I. Joe, I always feel like they put the most effort in there. I think put, like you said, across the most love, the most attention to detail. I think I think they can't do any wrong right now. I think I'm loving everything they're putting out. In fact, I should begin my Coast Slither either tomorrow or Saturday, but I had a buddy pick one up from San Diego Comic-Con and ship one out to me, so I can't wait. And I mean, it's the characters themselves. I mean, they can only be used for certain things, right? I mean, like the Dreadnoks as Coast Slither, but they're giving us those instruments. I mean, that's something that I was looking to do, or buy from like a different, on Etsy or different places, just band instruments, just for using of fun shots or just for whatever, right? And here we go. We just got a full band set, with drums, guitars. I think the speakers, just the whole setup. So it's just,
the only thing that they missed was the speakers. I mean, sorry, the speakers. No, they don't have speakers. They don't have microphones.
Oh, microphones. Okay.
And I was so upset. I did the review on those, and I mean, let me tell you something. They're really freaking cool.
Yeah,
they are awesome. Really fun to play with. I love the look of them. I mean, it reminds me those times where back in the days, like Poison, Molly Crew.
Yep.
You name it. And that's the cool thing about this set. That set is just kind of like like a throwback to those times, the 80s rock and roll bands and stuff like that. And that's the cool thing about that. And us as a collectors, as fans from Joe since the beginning, for us that's kind of like a most, like having that set. That set is it was just one episode, but it was so fun. But the main thing about this set to me is not the episode itself, it's like the nostalgia of those rock bands, glam bands from the 80s. That to me is what it is, pretty much.
And I think Hasbro nailed it. This is how you do an exclusive. You pick something really cool, not obscure, not mainline, and make it hard to get because it's in your mainline release, and you have something that's a one-off that a lot of the fans will be like, "Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I didn't care if I got it, but now I see it. I'd like to get it."
No, listen, with this set, man, I have a story at SDC with this set. I mean, I got this set thanks to Mega J. He was nice enough to hold the line for me. Meanwhile, I was doing some interviews and taking some pictures and stuff. He called me like, "Listen, I'm right here on the line. I'm saving the spot for you." Man, that guy is an angel. So he helped me out with that. I was able to get one for me, one for my friend from Panama, JC, which he's like a metalhead. He's my friend to go to all the concerts. He travels from Panama, and we go to see Slayer, Kiss, every single band we're going together. So he's like my metal partner, right? So he was like, "Man, I need that set. I need that set." And I was like, "Let me try if I can get it for you." Okay, so bottom line, that was the easy part. Get the set. So I was like, well, now what I'm gonna do with this big box, right? Because I didn't bring luggage with me. So and that was pretty much the last day. So I was like, okay, JC, let me see if I can ship this to my house from the con, right? And they have this FedEx office, which is super convenient.
Nice.
At the con. So the set was $137 or something like that, around there. So I went to FedEx and I was like, well, I need to ship this to Florida. How much is it? So the guy weighed the box. Actually, I put the two together, which is not like a big box, to be honest. It's not that big. So I put the two together, and he was like, well, for the two boxes, without the mailer box, is gonna be $170.
No.
I was like, wow. Are you kidding me? He's like, well, and the box, the mailer is gonna be another $40. I was like, well, with that money, I can buy 2 more sets there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So wow. I was like, never mind. I'm gonna buy a luggage. I'm gonna buy a suitcase in Walmart, $70, and I'm gonna pay the $40 for the extra luggage on my plane. That's it, man.
Is your buddy coming to Legion? Is this the same one I met last year?
No, the one you met at last year was Pablo, but he's from the same group. He's from the same group of friends. Like, I have 5 of my best friends, and we talk every single day. We have a WhatsApp chat, and we talk shit every single day. Like, we were like still in Panama all together. So, and that's really, really cool. I still have my friends here, but we still in contact. Every time I go to Panama, we have a meeting, like we hang out together. Our families know each other. I mean, it's just incredible. But that's what I do most of the time when I'm getting stuff here. It's mainly to send them to Panama because it's so hard for them to get, like, for example, Target exclusives, which for us is a bitch. That.
Yeah, for us it's even hard too.
Man, I mean, dude, come on. That Thanos and Psylocke 2-pack.
Yeah.
Are you guys needing it?
No, I have already that pack. What about you, John?
Okay.
I was kind of, I don't know. If I saw it, it's one of those things where if I saw it at my Target, I would go and get it. But it's not something that, like, if somebody finds it, lets me know about it, it's like, I think I'm good, But it's just, mainly for the Thanos, that he does look cool. I do like that comic accurate, that comic version looking Thanos. So, but no, again, it's a lot of times with things like that. It's like, okay, if I can find it, great. If not, then I think I'm okay. But
Well, actually, let me talking about that. You know that I was checking Preternia. Uh, they just post like a schedule for what's coming. Um, let me pull this out for what's coming from Marvel Legends, and it's right here. This. So apparently on Tuesday, the 12th,
Oh,
this is a
wow.
fan channel exclusive. Is gonna be Doctor Doom, the retro car Doctor Doom, and the retro car Ghost Rider.
I have to get that Doom.
So that's gonna be Amazon and Hasbro Pulse. Right now, Thursday, August 14, we have the Gambit and Rogue when they were like playing basketball.
Yeah, X-Men
That,
97.
yeah, X-Men 97. That's gonna be on the 14th. That's gonna be a Hasbro Pulse. On the 28th, I think 26 is gonna be another Hasbro Pulse. This is the brown suit Wolverine with the black suit Storm. Okay. And well, everybody knows. Do you guys order the Mephisto
I
figure?
didn't get no.
Well,
I didn't
that's
either. I'm not.
well,
I rarely collect Marvel Legends anymore. They have to be
Yeah,
like.
same here.
I'll get the
that one.
Ghost Rider.
You get the Ghost Rider. You like Ghost
I
Rider?
collect. I collect all the Ghost Rider stuff. I love Ghost Rider.
Really?
Nice.
I got a question for you. Do you got the Ramen toy? What's the name? The Charger?
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't buy. You mean the good version of the failed HasLab?
You're so mean.
Man, I'm just
mean,
being playful, man. I mean, like nothing against Hasbro. I mean, like once again, I don't hate Hasbro. I like Hasbro. I collected Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black for years. I just had to refrain my. Yeah, I mean,
I was kicking my nuts because I really want, believe it or not, because this is a childhood thing, right? Like, don't code me as anything, please. So this is just good vibes. I totally miss the General Lee.
General Lee's cool.
Julia,
And
that version,
listen,
yeah.
I kicking my own nuts because I don't know why I was thinking with that ramen racer, and I totally forgot to order that the General Lee, and it was sold out already.
Yeah.
Like, and that's one in a kind opportunity to get that freaking car.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah. I was kind of the same way with the 18 van. I kept kind of pushing it off, and then I got it at Joe Fest.
oh, you got it?
Toy Federation had it. They were selling it, and I got a pretty good deal for it. So I was like, "Hey, here it is." I don't even have to wait for, I don't have to pay for shipping or anything. They just had it, in their shop there. So that was my carry-on. So I was walking through the airport carrying this thing. I just put
That
it
fit
up,
in your carry-on? Oh no, you were carrying the box.
Yeah, I was carrying the box. I just put it, in the little compartment above.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you move your suitcase over so I can put my toy truck?
Yeah,
Gotta love it.
Blake, do you order that one? You may like the Punisher, right?
So I wanted it really, really bad. I still do want it, but I'm a little frustrated on the reviews of what I've seen because you can't put like GI Joe figures don't fit in there very well in the front seat. Like you can't. I've watched.
It's pretty good. It's pretty. I actually need to try it, Joe. I've been doing mainly with Mezcos, but yeah.
Well, that's why. Yeah, they're
a little bit.
smaller.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, Mezcos
But you
are.
can't get. Who did it? I can't remember. Oh, it was Ryan on Wraith Mace. He actually got the vehicle and he did a live unboxing and then tried to put like GI Joe figures in there, and he tried to put the Punisher figure in there, and the Punisher figure not even close, won't even fit.
Really?
So that kind of bummed me out because I like the vehicle. I think it's really cool, and I like what he's doing with his stuff. I thought the Mystery Machine was cool. The Mystery Machine, the Scooby Doo version.
I mean, you were. Oh, look at that! Showing off, show off. Let me
that's
see.
very
Wait a
cool.
second. Oh man, that's so classic, dude. I'm
Yeah.
I'm so sad that I didn't get that too. Look, man, look at that.
John, say it, man. This is your segue. You could sit there and say, "I pity the fool that didn't get this
I
vehicle."
pay the fool. Yeah, I pay the fool.
Man, can you open
love-
the back door? Let me see.
Yeah, that's actually, this is all the pieces. So everything just attaches to magnets. So it's just like magnets you just put on for the accessories, like the little shield guard for the windshield, and then like the little.
So how many
piece.
seats do you have on that van?
It's 4. So it's
Four-
two
four
in the
seats.
very back. Yeah, 2 in the very back, and then the 2 front seats. So I
Oh,
love it. I
man.
mean, I like, again, I was able to put Mescos in here, but I do need to try with G.I. Joe. But I mean, it's just, sometimes I just have it like in the background. Like I just have it, just for shots. Actually, I picked up, I found this, I think it was in the Savage Crucible collab page. Gentleman on there, he was selling his Death Adder from the Rumbler.
And you put it there?
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it as a shot, like him, kind of like, because I didn't want the Rumbler because I got this thing and I got the I had the Vamp, I have the Ecto 1 coming, and I have so many vehicles. I don't need the Rumbler, but I wanted Death Adder. I wanted this version. So
Can I see
I
the
was like,
face on that version of that Death Adder? Can you show it a little clearer?
Is it
Because
a
I
different
actually,
face or is it the same one?
oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. Does
Like
he
it.
have a head
I like-
without the eye patch?
No, it's just the single head, but
Got it. I was just curious.
yeah, no, but it's still cool. I like the jacket. I like the kind of like the look he has here. So, and the little cybernetic arm, the little robot arm. So, but cool looking figure. And again, I mean, it was one of those things where I was able to control myself and not get the Rumbler just for the figure. But luckily I was able to find somebody that was just going to sell the figure.
How much was the Rumble?
He was at what, 370, 320, 330, something, just like, or 350. So just above 300, I think is what it was. 325, I think, something around there.
I have a
Do you
friend
know
that
where
he
I,
was
do you know
selling
where I
just
shuttled that?
what happened?
Go ahead, Carlos. Sorry.
No, tell me.
I was just gonna say, you know where I funneled my Rumbler money to? Do you know where that money went? Take a guess. Gridiron, a certain vehicle that Gridiron's just released.
Oh shoot. Nice.
Because they came out with the tank imprint now, so you can turn into a full Bradley tank. And so I told Mark over at Gridiron Studios, I'm like, dude, I'm saving up for this. And he's like, and it was like one of those things like, okay, do I do the Snowcat or do I spend the $400 on this?
That's really expensive, man.
Yeah, that is.
But have you seen the videos on it?
No, I know.
Just
lights
the
off.
pictures.
Okay, listen. I know it's amazing. The thing, okay, I'm biased. I'm gonna tell you why, because I don't have space for my vehicles here in my house. That's what it is. That's what it is. But that's what's the size of that thing? Is ginormous, right?
Oh, it's I think if I remember correctly, seeing a video, it's almost like 2 HISS tanks long. But it's in scale. It's in scale. It is a 1/12 basically.
Okay, John, you're sharing something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the thing. Jesus Christ, dude.
And they made the blackout version too for Cobra. So they have it all in black.
It looks so good. It does look nice.
Man.
So yeah, so
JP in the house. What's up, man? See, these guys are taking over the show for you. He's all excited about that Joker from Hot Toys, the one that
that Joker from Hot Toys looks good. I saw that. I don't even do 1/6 scale, but wow.
Man,
I just can't get. I mean, I did one that was actually kind of.
John, you do 1/6.
I was doing Hot Toys for a while. Now I stick to like the Mondo stuff, like the Motu stuff. Thankfully I haven't gotten into the Thundercats or anything. Thank God, thank goodness, because that's just. I mean, I just can't do it. But no, just the I do have a couple of Hot Toys. Like the Christopher Reeve Superman, the Michael Keaton Batman. And then mainly just been sticking with the Motu Mondo stuff. I saw at SDCC they finally announced Triclops, so that's going to be that's an automatic. I mean, that's the one I've been waiting for since they started getting into the 1/6 scale. Triclops has always been one of my favorites. But I really hope they re-release Evil Lyn. I missed out. Same thing. I missed out on her. I got my dates mixed up on the end of the campaign to pre-order her, and I thought it was this day, but it was actually the day before when it ended. So I went out there like, oh crap, I missed her. So I hope they come out with like a standard version, because I really don't need all the accessories. I don't need Screech or anything like that. Just give me just a standard, Evil Lyn 1/6 scale, because I'm just trying to build. I have Skeletor, I have Trapjaw, I've got the cartoon version of Beastman, the latest Beastman that
Oh
they
man, I
put out.
love that Beastman.
Yeah,
I was talking to JP, and I was telling him that I prefer that
that one. Yeah,
that one over the original one.
yeah. I don't know what it
It's a
was
lot.
about the original one. It just didn't. I don't know. Something just felt off about it. But when they announced that one, the second one, I was like, yeah, that's to me. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get it, because you have to have Beastman. I mean, it's just you have to. If you got
So
Skeletor and you got most
tell
of
me
those
about
guys,
this,
yeah.
Oh, that is
Oh
so
god.
good.
Woof. Shoo, man. Yeah.
man. I saw that in person in SDCC, and
Man.
man, that Shira and that horse, dude.
How much is
That's
that going to be together? Like seriously,
Was it,
like is it going to be? I mean, that's got to be
they were now.
four,
700 something.
500.
That's what I'm
Seven.
thinking. 700.
No, the
Because
two they have a set, right? The set I think is like over 750 or so.
it would have to. If Battle Cat was 500, over 500. I mean, alone,
And that
and
was
then
just Battle Cat.
yeah, just Battle Cat. I mean, and then the figures themselves are usually around 200, 250. So yeah, it's got to be over 700,
Yeah,
maybe 800.
well, the deluxe ones are 270 something, right? Correct.
Yeah, well, and then with the tariffs and everything, that just
Now
goes
they
up.
have a tariff surcharge,
Yeah,
which I believe is around $50 or so, something like
yeah,
that.
it adds up, because that Beastman, when I was going through my purchases, I was like, damn, that thing was like over $300. That Beastman, it was like close to 350, I think. It's like I
Man,
spent
but
a lot
that
on it.
Shira is out of
Yeah,
this world. Like,
yeah.
listen, I got the first one back in the days, and this,
Yeah.
like, there's no comparison at
Yeah.
all.
And it's like it's almost, I mean, the first one was great, but then now they're,
Brian is laughing at you.
yeah,
Just,
I missed
just like,
that on.
well, listen, talking about Brian, and Blake just mentioned that the what's the name of the Scooby-Doo band? The
The
Oh,
mystery game.
Mystery Machine.
yep.
Mystery Machine, yeah. Or mystery game,
The ramen toy is the Misery Machine, and
Misery, yeah.
Brian did a review on that, the prototype on his channel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Endless Fable. Yeah, it was a really, really detailed review. I like it. I'm going to get the classic variant. On which one?
I think the Beastman is what he's talking about.
I think
But
JP got the old one.
the old one. I mean,
Yeah.
but with this year though, yeah. I mean, it's the first one was great, but then it just seems like all they gotta do is just do a little retooling or a little bit of fixing here and there, and now like this seems like it's the ultimate She-Ra now. It's like it seems like it's just it's a mixture of it brings in elements of the show and the figures, and then also just adds their little kind of modern little taste to it.
She looks beautiful, dude.
Yeah,
And the deluxe that comes with that little guy there.
yeah. That's
This
nice.
is the one that comes with Swiftwind.
Lucky.
You just look at this, dude.
That's nice. Yeah.
John, you got the Scaremer?
No. I was gonna. I mean, no, I again, not, I don't have room in that. I'm just based on how much room I have in my DTOF. I mean, I've got He-Man, Tila, and Battle Cat on the very top, and then I got Skeletor, Trapjaw, and just waiting for Beastman and Triclops. That's
Look
nice.
at this.
That's
Look
nice.
at this image.
And see, I really hope, because they're doing some of this, like with She-Ra, I wish they would just redo a Man-at-Arms. They gotta redo Man-at-Arms. I mean, that has to be.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe they need to redo He-Man.
No, man, He-Man's fine.
Because you know what?
Third time's the charm.
I would love for them to make a He-Man with the body of the Skeletor.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I get that. but I still prefer that one over the first one, which was kind of pretty much Mondo's sort of, I guess, their take on it, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, if you had to pick and choose, I would choose this one over that first release with the leather skirt and everything. So,
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. The thing that got me more excited about Mondo is the 2000X He-Man cartoon action figures.
that's yeah. I think
Blake,
eventually
you saw those, Blake? Man,
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be pulling some money out of my bank account.
Yep.
you're going all in on that one?
Yeah, the 2000X one will do. Yep.
Man,
I
what
think
about you, John?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I collect the mask first. That's what's in my display case. But with those Mondos, those are probably gonna have to be those are gonna get replaced with the Mondos. And I always like to shoot. I always want to shoot He-Man, but to me, it's like the Mattels. I like them and they shoot fine, but seeing those Mondos, I feel like that would be my. I'm constantly because I mean, just seeing how the 1/6 scale is, how photogenic and the paint apps and how they put everything together, putting that in 1/12 scale and just seeing, the prototypes that they put out so far, I was like, that's gonna look so good. And it's like, I mean, and those probably hopefully they can scale well with like mythics, and then you can kind of just have stuff going on, between the two. But yeah, that's something I've been waiting on for
Man,
a
listen,
long
I
time.
had the opportunity to talk to Tommy Hodges. He's the sculptor actually for Mondo for 2000X. He's the one in charge of 2000X. And the ideas that guy have in his head for 2000X and what's coming, man, there's some
Grayskull,
there's some stuff.
Grayskull.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what because he knows, and Mega J told him, listen, Carlos is one of the biggest fans for 2000X that I know in my life. And he knows that. I mean, he knows that 2000X is my favorite cartoon ever in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
I prefer 2000X over Filmation. And,
Yeah,
I'm a kid of the 80s. So I grew up with the mini comics, right?
Yeah.
So to me, 2000X is the cartoon that actually did justice to all the characters for Masters of the Universe, especially the bad guys.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Tommy, and Tommy asked me for some ideas, which I'm super honored that he actually took in consideration some of my ideas. And I'm not gonna say anything else, but you will see, and I'm gonna let you know. I told you. So I told him about actually that question that you just said about the King Grayskull, right? And Jorge is super pumped for King Grayskull. I think he's the one who actually told me, like, listen, I would love for them to make a new King Grayskull, right? Actually, Tommy was telling me they're gonna respect the high difference in all the characters. So they're gonna keep the characters on like their respective size, right? For example, if you've seen in the images that I have on my Instagram, Man at Arms is a regular size action figure, like a regular size, kind of like Eternian, right?
Yeah.
He-Man is taller than Man at Arms, and Skeletor is taller. Yeah.
Yeah. And Clawful should be like bigger, right? Of all four of them, right?
Clawful is the size of I will say in Mythic Legions he will be like an ogre.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit what's the one that is like a barbarian guy that has like the horns? What's the name of that one, Blake? Remind me. The one that looks like a big Viking with the big shield and the big mace.
I'm drawing a blank.
It's not a troll. It's the next size. It's an ogre size, right?
Yeah.
But what's the name of the guy? You remember the one with the double hammer that looks like a big Viking?
Oh, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I can't believe Blake is blank right now with Mythic Legions.
He's stumped.
Well, the size of Clawful is kind of like that size. Okay. Oh, the guy is brainstorming right now. So
I'm trying to use my brain, Carlos.
Yeah,
I know. Look at my phone, but I'm trying to pull it from the depths.
Don't worry. So the Clawful is ginormous, and Tommy was telling me that thing, right? Well, going back to King Grayskull, I told him, like, listen, if you're doing King Grayskull, you need to make Battle Lion, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, oof. And I was like, listen, Battle Lion, you already have a Battle Lion. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, dude, Battle Lion was ginormous. He was huge. So you can use the Battle Cat body, put a new head on that thing, put a new tail, harness, and you have Battle Lion, which is true. If you put a 1/12 scale, you put a 1/12 scale action figure next to the Battle Cat and look for the images, or go on the cartoon and check the episode for King Grayskull.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Battle Lion was ginormous next to everybody, even next to King Grayskull, which he was huge.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, you have Battle Lion right there. I mean, it's gonna cost us a big penny, right? But it is there. You know, it is there. Now, every single thing. Tell me.
Are you talking about from Mythic Legions, right? The one with the hammer?
Yes.
Are you talking about Uxak or Baradak?
Yes. No, Uxak.
Okay. Big Greg's figure.
Big Greg's
tribute figure.
He got it.
Oh,
So I will say King Grayskull should be a little bit bigger than He-Man. Honestly, he was bigger than He-Man. But not the size of Cloudful. I think Cloudful should be bigger.
Oh, he looks like, I mean, in those ones that they had in the case, I mean, obviously you saw it for real, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had if you watch any of the coverage videos, Clawful is on a stand, Skeletor's on a stand, but Skeletor's so much smaller than Clawful.
Yeah.
And they're on the same level too. There's not one's on a podium or a stand or anything. So
listen, like he was telling me, every single figure is gonna come with a stand.
That's nice. I like that.
And every single stand is gonna have a motif that is connected to that character. So that's why you have the Cloudful with all the little stuff, like the motif of the water and underwater and stuff like that. That's why it's like that. So, I mean, it's gonna be insane. He-Man, I think, I don't remember what He-Man have. The He-Man they have there, the only figure that Tommy didn't design was the He-Man, actually. And the rest of the figures, he's in charge of the line. Skeletor, look at this insanity. Skeletor have the cowl, right? The peg for the head of Skeletor is on the back of the cowl. So it gives you the impression that the skull is floating inside the hood.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
that's different.
It pegs into the back, his head pegs into the back of the cowl.
Yeah.
Because the cowl is actually what's holding the head up from where it looks like it's floating.
Yeah, that's really insane. And listen, I mean, he asked me, like, which is your favorite character from 2000X? What do you want to see next? And I'm like, well, I got you something. I want Count Marceau.
I remember you mentioned that, yeah.
Oh man, Count Marceau is my favorite character from the damn cartoon. He was so badass, dude. He was such an awesome character. The way they portrayed him, totally different than back in the days. I mean, the little creepy guy and the little boat, like coming and then transforming to this character that was going toe to toe with He-Man. I mean, he was that last scene where Skeletor build that new evil warrior team with the two giants, Count Marceau, Evil Seed. Man, Count Marceau was toe to toe with He-Man fighting.
Yeah,
which is insane. JP says Captain Randor. He wants Captain Randor.
That'd be good. Or Capitan Randor.
Capitan Randor. What about you, Blake? Which is your favorite character from that 2000X line?
I do really like that. I like Clawful. I mean, I'm a huge Skeletor fan. Anything you throw skeletons, Necronominus, skeletons, Ghost Rider, I'm all about all that. And I would sit there and tell you I definitely like Skeletor, but that Clawful character design in that series is pretty darn amazing. Yeah. I wonder what the Trap Jaw would look like.
Oh, that'd be a good one, yeah.
Trapjaw is going to be insane. Remember that mechanic arm?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, I personally think so far, I don't own them, but I've seen them, most of them all in real life. I think the Trap Jaw Mondo figure is my favorite.
Oh man,
there's something about
that's
like, he's so good. He's so good in every single of the versions that they have from Trapjaw, because the one that is inspired on the Filmation cartoon is insane too. No, I think that was the PowerCon exclusive, correct? If I'm not wrong.
For the Trap Jaw?
Yeah. Filmation style.
Was it? I thought he
that was a long time ago, 2023?
2023,
the first version or the second one? Because there was 2 iteration releases.
No, the second one. The second one with the colors of the cartoon, of the Filmation cartoon. I think that was the exclusive for PowerCon. I think I pre-ordered that figure at PowerCon.
Correct. Yeah, it had the Filmation head in it. Yep.
Yeah. That one is incredible too. And then I believe they did the one inspired on the mini comics, correct? The kind of like yellowish one.
Yeah, I think you're correct. There's another one. Yeah.
But Ruben, what's up, Ruben? How's everything, Ruben? Geeking out here about Masters of the Universe. You know, Blake, I thought your favorite will be Man at Arms. I don't know why.
I mean, I like Man at Arms. I'm going to tell you right now, like when it comes to characters, I like all the evil characters. I don't know what it is, because I think, well, I know what it is. It's not that I condone violence or evil. I mean, what I've done in my career is protect and serve, right? Marine, and you know, like
it's your alter ego.
I'm Recon Rage. But I think what I like about, and I think there's nobody here that I've ever had this conversation that will argue with this. The evil, the Darksider figures, they're more unique designs. I like the designs of evil characters better. I just think there's something more. I mean, you can take Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker. I'll take a Darth Vader figure any day over Luke Skywalker. Right? I mean, and you can just do this parallel. He-Man's cool, but I'll take some of the baddest. Trapjaw, Skeletor. I like those. Like, I think the humanistic characters are very boring to me. I don't care if you throw them in like they look like they're jacked up on steroids or not. They're still kind of boring to me when it comes to complexity and design, and just how unique when I visually look at them sitting on a shelf or hold them in my hand or in the source material. I think they're just more enjoyable. They're just more unique.
Okay, that's good. So it's fair enough to say that you love the how we say this, the Space Marine, the Ultramarines, what's the name, the priest, what's the name,
yeah, you got it, keep going. You're right on it. Yeah,
that's what you like the most.
All of them. Yeah, all 3 of them. Yeah, there's the Chaos version. There's I mean Angron. I think Angron's going to be my favorite Joy Toy figure when he gets here.
Okay.
I mean, I love the Imperial Knight. I think that's just, I mean, there's just so much to love about the line. But it's just those bad guy figures seem to really capture my attention because of their design. Like,
what about you, John? You prefer good guys or bad guys?
Me, it's like part of me always kind of wants to play with the, like the bad guys more. I mean, but the good guys, I mean, it's I always kind of still gravitate towards them. But if you ask me for 2000X, my favorite would be Triclops, and I like the fact that his character had a little bit more, he was like the science guy, right? He was a science,
Mhm.
the tinkerer. He had like all his little drones out there that would go out. Because his original backstory was pretty much he was like what master swordsman, and whatnot, which was cool. Which I think it was still tied into 2000X. I think he still was that. And I think in that lore, Skeletor actually jacked him up, and Kildor I think actually jacked him up in a sword fight, and then kind of helped him kind of get him to make that the headgear that he wears. But I don't know. It just again, it's like I'm always gonna like like it all depends. Like even with Mythic Legions, I kind of tend towards like I'm starting to like the skeletons a lot more. Like the latest wave with like Sir Elijah. I like him in his Skeletor, his skeleton get up more than the
Yeah.
regular the regular face sculpt. But if you ask me like in like comic books like Superman, I'll take Superman over any other villain. It's like I'm always gonna be a Superman guy. But yeah, I guess it all depends on what line it is. So I go back and forth.
You're like me. Superman is pretty much. I mean, I'm debating. I have Superman and I have Silver Surfer and Thor.
Yeah.
Between those three superheroes, but my favorite character in comics is Thanos, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite.
And
What?
I mean, you're talking about the master of fuck you.
Snap.
I mean, come on. Like, you were talking about an evil character. Look, he's your favorite.
No, but no, wait. Wait. If you ask me for one in comics, I will say is Thanos.
Yeah.
And really close, I will say Darkseid.
Yeah, man.
Makes my point.
Really close Darkseid. If
He
you
is
ask me
cool.
about
Yeah,
feel
he is
like
cool.
cartoons, man, Skeletor is freaking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Skeletor is freaking phenomenal. But the 2000X Skeletor was really, really scary.
Yeah.
And mean.
Yeah, he wasn't played for laughs and stuff like that or jokes.
Care. He didn't care.
Yeah.
He was bad. Like he was really, really bad. I mean, I think 2000X took those characters, those evil warriors, those villains to the next level where you really learn to appreciate that. Like I mean, I really, really love it. Really, really love it. What they did. I mean, just Eveline. Do you remember when she threw that magical beam to the wall? Man, that part, that was like she's like, open the space, it's my turn. And man, she was so badass, dude. So cool.
In the Faceless one, I mean, again, I liked it because it really built up the lore, and it wasn't just like self-contained episodes. There was some continuation, for each episode. Because we found out that was her father. And how Skeletor got the Havoc staff. I mean, it sucks that they never went deeper into it, and we never got to see the return of Hordak. Because eventually he was gonna show up. I mean, that was gonna be a definite, but. Yeah, there was like little things like again, it wasn't just like, okay, this is one self-contained episode. We're not going to reference what happens here. No, there was stuff that happens that they kind of just go back to and stuff. So it made sense for me because and people that grew up in the 80s because now we're adults, but with semi-adults, I was in my 20s, but I was like, oh, this is so cool. I can see He-Man again. It's not really kiddified. It's actually a little bit more adult. The animation is a lot better. He-Man's actually using his sword to actually fight. He's actually like clashing swords with Skeletor. That was like when I saw that, I was like, that's I love it. Man Arms is blasting people. So yeah, it was such a great show. It sucks that it never.
Just the gun. I mean, Man at Arms is gonna come with that big ass gun, right?
Yeah.
So Jorge says the Beastman was insane.
Yeah.
Whiplash.
Are you getting the cartoon collection 2000X?
Oh, I might. I mean, that's the one I'm gonna use to play around and toss around. And I'm gonna get them. Of course, I'm gonna get them.
Carlos is getting everything.
It's 2000X, man. And listen, one thing that I asked Tommy specifically was, "Are you guys gonna make Jitsu?"
Oh,
Because he was never on the cartoon,
right.
and he said, "No, we need to. We like the license they have. They need to stick with the cartoon."
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
so sad because that design from Four Horsemen for Jitsu was out of this world.
Yeah. Did you get the Masterverse first? The
Huh?
Masterverse one? Did you get the Masterverse Jitsu?
The Masterverse. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
Jitsu. I didn't like it
Okay.
that much.
Okay.
No,
But the I don't, I think it was NECA, right? The one that did the static, right? The static X, the whatever,
Yeah.
the big statue for Jitsu. I
Yeah.
mean, that was an incredible design. Yeah, and it's so sad that we're gonna have Fisto, because Fisto was in the cartoon,
He was, yeah.
but we're not gonna have Jitsu to fight
Yeah.
him. I mean, you know, that's one of those things, right? But hey, really cool stuff, man. Really cool stuff. John, any new pickups that you're like excited about?
Really just Death Adder, and then just got him recently a couple days ago when I was unboxing. My buddy Rob, I don't have it here, but my buddy Rob, and co-host on my show, he was on our show, the Geeked Out Click. He got me the Fantastic Four, the popcorn bucket, the little car, and it's like it's really nice, man. It's like it scales really well with the figures. I got a shot already, that I'm gonna probably do, if not tonight, then tomorrow. But yeah, I got that.
You got the Galactus head?
it's really shiny too.
No. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I need to try and find that. That looks cool. You could do some cool stuff with that. But no, I didn't get that. On my way from work, I actually stopped at finally I was able to stop at this this local shop here. It's kind of ways for me from my house, so I usually don't go there too often. But Jaden Toys, they actually open up in the same building, but it's a different shop. Dallas Pro Wrestling Shop, and I was finally able to get this Macho Man that I've been wanting to get for a while.
Oh yeah,
that looks
So
good.
get like the classic looking Macho Man now that I'm getting back into wrestling figs.
that's the classic one, right? That's the elite one, right?
Yeah, it was the elite one. Yeah, so
Yeah, I had that figure. I had that figure before.
Yeah, articulation's not that not that good. I mean, hopefully, and I don't know where he is with. I heard somebody say like the license on Macho may have run out or something, but hopefully they can make an ultimate. But again, this is kind of like my definitive, definitive look of Macho.
Man. Yeah, no, totally.
Once you start doing the cowboy hats and all that stuff and wearing all the fringe, I was kind of like, okay, I was still a fan of him, but no, when I think of Macho Man, it's this. It's the trunks, the stars, on the boots too. So
that was by the time he was Intercontinental Champion.
Yep. Fought Steamboat at WrestleMania 3.
Blake, so. you know a lot of wrestling, right?
I know nothing about wrestling.
Lies.
Recon Rage knows nothing about wrestling.
So listen, Macho Man was such a great character, to be honest with you. Like back in the days when he has that rivalry with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, with Tito Santana.
Dragon Steamboat. I love Steamboat.
With Tito Santana. My favorite Macho Man fight, I will say, was Ricky Steamboat in WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's still one of the greatest matches of all time. I mean,
that was to me such. That was the WrestleMania 3 to me.
Yeah.
That was like the iconic WrestleMania, at least to me. I mean, I know people have different opinions, but that one to me was like the one who marked like myself, like as a fan of wrestling. That was the one.
Mm-hmm.
But Macho Man was so good, man. When he was also with George the Animal Steel, George was always chasing Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth, yeah.
That was amazing. I was so disappointed, to be honest with you. I'm so sad because I'm a huge fan of the Road Warriors, right?
Right, yeah.
And I bought the set from Ringside Collectibles.
Yeah, the 2-pack. Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I feel they come up a little short.
Really? I was thinking about picking them up because I mean I'm gonna get Demolition when they come out, so definitely
I
need to
think
have the.
I think they're like a little bit small compared because it's I think they're using the same factory that I think is who's the one who make the ECW W whatever Jazzwares.
Oh, you mean AEW?
Yeah,
AEW,
yeah, AEW. Yeah.
they're using. I think this it's the same format they're using.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, they look good from far, but
Yeah.
at close compared to, I mean, Mattel, I think they're still like far away from Mattel. I will say
Yeah.
the set the elite ones from Mattel, I believe they're still better
Yeah.
than this set. Unfortunately, I don't have that set, and that set is really expensive. It's like $500.
Yeah. Yeah, and they actually had it there at the shop at that in the wrestling section there.
How much it was?
Freaking, it was something around that. I think it was like over 300 or so. So I'm like, oh no, I could do that.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Well, shit, I'm probably gonna have to make another stop there because he has a gray skull loose with everything for 700. So I'm definitely gonna have to.
What grade school?
Classics gray skull. I walked out of there. I saw it when I paid for Macho, and I was walking out. And I was like, "Whoa, there's a classics gray skull. How much is that?" He was like, I think it's like 700. Just up front. I'm like, wow, it has everything. He's like, yeah, it's pretty much mint. It just doesn't have the box. So I'm like, dang.
For how much I bought Castle Grayskull Classics back in the days by the time of Matty Collectors?
It wasn't that bad.
I got Castle Grayskull at with Paul Smart, and I paid $160 for the castle.
Yeah, that's still I cannot believe that was in what back in 2013 or 2014.
Around that time, and
10 years ago. So
so sad to remember that. But that I got rid of all my classics collection, right? I don't have any.
That's crazy, Carlos. Man, I can't believe you did that.
I sold.
Well, I mean, you got to get ready for the Mondos, I guess. Yeah, you got to have to
I don't have space, man. I don't have space. I have a 10x10 toy room, and I don't like to have my figures in boxes. I like to display my figures.
Yeah.
So that's
let them out of their little plastic coffins. Let them breathe. They don't need to stay inside those little boxes.
They need to be outside, man. I like to play with my action figures. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me. I need to. I think Blake is the same way, right?
Oh yeah. You want to see something that's really cool? So I love the Jada Storm Street Fighter collection. I love that series. Yep. So I found something when I was running around here in Seattle, and it's going to be my diorama piece. But look at it is the actual game, and it's the same scale. And I'm going to have them all standing around it playing their game, Street Fighter 2.
That's crazy.
That's nice.
And by the way, this little screen is a sticker. It comes off. It actually works.
Oh,
you can actually play the game on this.
Wow. That's nice.
And it looks really freaking good.
Right? So, Fei Long.
Let me see the scale.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So I've got all the figures so far. I actually bought an extra Fei Long. I stopped at this Walmart on the way up from Oregon to Washington, and they had these on a rack for $14.
Wow. $14.
Wow.
I took it up, and it rung up at $29.99. And I told the gal, I'm like, well, it's $14. I know this is cheaper than what they are. She goes, I'll honor it. She price matched it to the.
They didn't care.
And I bought an extra Fei Long because I bought that soft goods kimono set that was on 5K Toys for a while. Did you ever see that?
I saw those. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have the soft. I'm going to put him in that soft goods when I get home. But yeah, I can't wait to get this.
That's good.
set
Who
up in
makes
my
that?
shelf.
Who makes
How much was
the
that?
art?
This is GameStop selling them right now.
Oh, GameStop. Okay, I have to check that out.
Made by the company that makes it.
But they have different ones, or that's just that one?
It's called. They have different ones. They got Centipede, Asteroids. They got a lot of the classic Pac-Man. But I just thought this was perfect because it is Street Fighter 2, the same line that Jada figures are on. They're all on the side, and this artwork is actually on the side of the game. You can see it right there.
Yeah.
That's
so
John
really
all day right there. Look, John is gonna buy that right now online, and next week we're gonna have some pictures with that set.
Yep,
I know him.
Yeah,
So
I have a display case that all the characters are going to be standing around playing their game. I think it's going to be a really cool picture.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What do you think about the Storm collectible ones?
Until I get one in the hand, I mean, they look good. I love Storm collectible. I had every Storm collectible video gaming figures, and I sold them off. But I kept key Mortal Kombat ones. I kept all my Gears of War ones. I actually love Storm Collectibles Gears of War figures. They're the best.
They're really good.
And I kept certain one-off Street Fighter, certain ones I like. So I have a Storm Collectibles shelf in my collector room of just, based around, because I have the Shiokan with the throne, the new one with the skull and the horns. So that's the centerpiece for that display. So Storm Collectible makes a really top-notch figure, so I can't. I like playing with my female.
That's cute, right?
Nothing wrong with playing with your female action figures.
Yeah. Nothing wrong.
But let me give you a tip: put down the action figure and go find a real female.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you.
So, Blake, but John, do you have any of the Storm collectible ones? The
no. Not from Street Fighter. I have the some of the Mortal Kombat Storm collectible figures. I love them. I mean, I like the. I have Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Reptile. It just
Reptile's awesome.
Yeah, and but Street Fighter has always been, as far as between the two, it's always been my favorite. And for the price point and the fact that they are really, really good looking figures from Jada, I had to go with Jada. And same with Storm. I mean, nice and all. And I think Storm collectors, I think they've gone down in price since then, because I know before they were pretty expensive, but now it's not too bad. But I'm just sticking with Jada. In fact, I just got my pre-arrival notice on BBTS that Vega is finally coming in. So
mine just shipped today too. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, that's my favorite.
I saw him at SDCC and he looks fantastic, dude.
That's my favorite, man. I would throw a fit if I couldn't play as Vega as a kid.
I can't wait for Akuma and Balrog.
Balrog, yes, and Kuma.
Those figures, the Akuma figures can be great.
Akuma is my favorite one out of everybody else. So I'm waiting for that one, honestly. I think I'm gonna switch to Storm, maybe, because I like a little bit more the look on the Storm Collectibles arena. But we'll see, because the problem with Storm is like Storm always leave their lines like hanging, like
they don't finish it,
characters, then they jump to another thing, and it's a total mess. The only do you guys have Noob Saibot?
I don't know.
Noob Saibot.
I have the Storm. I have Noob Saibot. Yeah.
My God, that figure, man.
He's a tough one.
I kick myself. Yeah. That figure is so expensive right now. Super expensive. I think he was an SDCC exclusive.
He's SDCC exclusive. I just had a friend offer me $475 for it.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, I could get the gridiron, or I could get rid of Noob. So I'm seriously thinking about it. Like,
wow.
Because I haven't bought my gridiron vehicle yet, because to be honest with you, I want that vehicle. I really want. I've seen so much on that vehicle. It's made so well. It lights up. It's top notch. Gridiron is definitely step into a new.
It is crazy.
But I mean, that vehicle's $400, and then the new turret, the big turret that goes in into it, that's $150. That's a $550 setup.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Mark and his family at Gridiron Studios, they're killing it. I mean, I have all their vehicles. I didn't get the Vamp where you could get the extended.
All the
I didn't do that, but I customized my Vamp. My Striker's all gridironed out. My Vamp's all gridironed out. I've got the Hound in black, the Night Hound in black. That thing is super crazy with the rocket launchers that pop up on top. I Dragon Man's waiting for me when I get home.
Man, you know what happened to my Dragon Man?
What happened?
When they went to charge my card was already expired. So they sent me the email, but I was on SDCC when they sent that email. So it got lost in my email, right? So I was looking at everybody getting their Dragon Mans, and I was like, what the hell? Where's my Dragon Man? So I start checking, and I search for Hasbro emails. And on the 28th, they sent me an email saying that my car was declined for some reason. And when I checked, it was expired.
Oh, man.
So
that stinks.
That sucks.
I changed the payment method. I put PayPal, but there was no movement on my account. They never charged me or anything. So I called Hasbro. I called Pulse, and they're like, oh, yeah, we received your whatever, but unfortunately, we're run out of units right now. So you need to wait till September and see if we have enough to supply you. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I'm waiting and see what's going to happen with that Dragon.
I can't remember. I'll have to go look at my account. I might have. I'm not trying to give you false hope. I don't remember. I'll have to go look at the account, but I think I ordered 2 of them. I'm not sure. Because I wanted. Well, first off, I knew this Dragon Man figure was going to be the shit. I knew it was going to be. I love Dragon Man. That was a build of like. I don't have a lot of Marvel Legends or anything. I don't know if you saw the show, Carlos. I actually sold my 3 HasLabs to put some money. Yeah, wow. I sold Galactus, Giant Man, and Sentinel. I sold them. I mean, I'm not rich. Okay, let's just put it this way. I get a lot of cool figures and stuff, but I'm a working guy just like anybody else out there, and I don't make massive amount of money. So I got to make decisions too, right? I've got to make decisions.
Like John. John is rich. John is rich.
No, I'm not. No.
And so I came to a point where I had to make a decision. Do I continue? What lines do I continue with? What do I need to make decisions on? And I'm all in on my G.I. Joe. I'm all in on my 4 Horsemen. I'm all in on my Warhammer. Now, I have a couple little things out there like everyone else. Like, I thought it was funny earlier when you were like, oh, I do this, and I do this. And it's like, that's kind of how I am because I love my NECA Predators. I have every NECA Predator. Okay. I won't get rid of those. I love what Jade is doing with the Street Fighter, the Scooby-Doo.
Wow. Those look nice. Scooby-Doo is so freaking
I'm in on those. And then my other wheelhouse, which I have 3 shelves in my collector room, is Medi, Memory, and Zesray, and all of them. All of those. I mean, the Zesray Gladiator series.
Third party.
All the third party, I have that in a section. They're amazing. And then the World of Warcraft orcs and stuff like that. I love all that. I love all that stuff. So, but that's a lot.
What do you say, John? You say what with the Zesrays and stuff? You will say something.
I can't right now. Those look so amazing. That would be again. I can't jump into that rabbit hole, but they look great. I've kind of sometimes I've had it in my basket, and then it's like what, just leave it there for a minute, and then like the next day, I'm like I just can't get it because the moment it's just like Warhammer. I mean, it's a line. It's just once I start playing with them, I'm gonna want to get more of them. The guy in the admin for our Myth and Fantasy collab, Carlos, is Iqbal. He does a lot of X-ray photos on Zesray, with the gladiators, and
Oh,
He
they're
makes him look
excellent.
amazing. He looks amazing. And like, oh, man, you're
And you
like,
know what I like about
dude,
them? I can put them in with my legions, and they're right there.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And it's like they mesh well. So it's like, and I'm a big gladiator person. Like that's my,
Okay,
I love the gladiator figures.
You're
The
done.
the
let's
barbarians. I mean,
go ahead, John. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
no,
you off.
just no, just that, just like that's my. I mean, like Conan. Conan is one of my favorite, fantasy characters, or fictional characters. I love that. You know, that's my wheelhouse, and I cannot, I can't get too close to those things. I want to go fall off a cliff.
So on Let's Go Off, where we have this segment, we do what's called the lightning round question. And I just had a really good lightning round question. So this is a lightning round question is a question you throw out there and you answer quickly, and you can give a little bit around it, but you don't get too into it. It's just like you got to make a decision. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to start with this lightning round question, and we're going to start with Carlos, and we're going to go John, and then back to me. All right. Here you go. If you could only have 2 lines and you had to sell everything else, which 2 lines are you keeping?
Joy Toy and Marvel Legends. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
That's
Joy
it.
Toy and Marvel Legends are your choice.
Yes.
Awesome. John.
4 Horsemen and Mezco. Yes, that's like I was thinking about that, but yeah, it would be 4 Horsemen and Mezco. Like those are my
What
ones
about you, Blake?
4 Horsemen and Joy Toy Warhammer. Those I've actually been really contemplating, because as I go through my collector room, I'm not at a point I have to sell anything off or anything or like that, but I'm just like, if the Joy Toy Warhammer is going to keep growing. I mean, they're putting out and so the 4 Horsemen. Not only are the figures amazing, it's this community, right?
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
the community has just done. The Joy Toy Warhammer completes an artistic type, and I told you, you already know this, right? I like that evil, dark, like lore of it. So that checks that box, and the figures are top notch. And then I come over to the 4 Horsemen. I've got top notch figures, pop and swap capability, designs that aren't have any copyright or franchise or anything on it. They're out of their own heads, right? And you got Cosmic, Figure Obscura, the one-offs, Mythic Legions. You have just so many different, and then Infinite Legions coming, and all the other different, right? They really they're kind of bookends for me in the action collect. Now, I love my G.I. Joe, and I'm all deep in them.
Yeah.
But if it came to 2, I'd have to say those are the 2 I'd go with.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good question. John, the problem with, man, I will say this, the problem with Race and all these companies, like third-party companies, is like they're making so many cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like overseas. Listen, and you know this because you've been seeing my post 10,000 times with the Moth Toys Dark Knight Returns Superman.
That's an
Having
awesome
that figure in my hands, it makes me realize how far an action figure company can go if they put all the effort. Like that thing is out of this world. I mean, that in my action figure collection is right now like candidate for figure of the year in my list right now. Not just because I love the Dark Knight Returns, but because how they portray the figure itself is not like an exact copy of the comic, like Mafex did with the Superman. It's more a kind of like realistic take on that same Superman and the Batman that is coming. Jesus Christ, dude. It's insanity, dude. It's insanity. I can't.
I got a 5-letter word for you, not a 4-letter.
Okay.
I got a 5-letter word for you. Okay. You're talking about insanity, right? You're talking about Muff Toys. We've talked about, I think some Mezco stuff's really top notch. I have, this just tells you, right? John, you'll love this. I have every Mezco Gomez. I love Gomez.
Yeah.
So I have all the Mezco Gomez's, and I have I have a lot of the Rumble Society. That is my thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The 5-letter word. Ready? Inart.
Oh no.
Take
Oh,
my money. I just
I,
Wait a
pre-ordered the
second.
monkey Black Myth Wukong figures.
mhm.
The Monkey King. Holy smokes!
Oh, man. I mean
How can you
Dark
take
Knight.
those are 1/6 scale figures in 1/12
Yeah.
form.
Yeah. The Dark Knight. I mean, oh yeah, there is. I mean, me, everything perfect. The cape, and again, I'm not really somebody for wired capes, but I mean, if they just, again, I give it a 9 out of 10. They put the wire cape on it. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a perfect. I mean, it's just absolutely perfect. But again, super nice. I mean, it's just. I mean, yeah. I mean, I was never really a fan of that look of Batman from the Nolan trilogy, but again, top notch figure. I mean, I actually held one in hand recently, and I was just like, "Oh, this is so cool. This is
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
Inart's Queen Studio, correct? Queen.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
The
Yeah,
the on helmet face head
that looks amazing.
out
how
of
about
this world.
how
The
about
black meat Wukong that you say, Blake, I
Mm,
pre-ordered that. You know,
me
I
too.
pre-ordered that. Even I'm blessed enough that Bumblebee store sent me that figure, the Dark Knight Returns, for review, and I'm crossing my fingers. They send me more of the in-art, like Black Meat Wukong figures. I want that little pig.
Oh, I pre-ordered him too. He's a definite. He is. Have you played the game or have you even
I
looked at the
didn't play
game?
the game. They told me that pig is so badass on the game.
The game itself. I mean, okay, this is gonna. Beside, I am a PlayStation person.
Mhm.
Okay, I love the IPs of PlayStation. Death Stranding. I mean, the list goes on. Some of the stuff that they're putting out here lately is just phenomenal. Black Myth Wukong. Wow. Um, um, Sekiro.
Okay.
Um, you name it. These games they've been putting out on these last two new generations, and now like I think it's next week or this week, Gears of 5 remastered releases on PS5. That was one of the reasons I like Xbox. I mean, but these characters that they're doing from these series, especially a lot of these like Black Myth Wukong and stuff like that, and these companies are getting a hold of these really cool character design type figure options to have InArt grab those. Dark Knight's Metal, those figures through InArt. Did you see those?
I think I saw. I haven't seen those. No.
Oh my gosh! I just so do you know for the Batman who um, what's his name? There's that whole Dark Knight's Metal where it's the Batman who what's his name? The dude with the teeth and the crown, the evil guy. He he is 5 different Batmans. The iteration of that story is he comes back in 5
Mhm.
different forms, and InArt's making all 5 of those from that story.
Oh, dark metal.
Yep,
Yeah,
Dark Metal.
Dark
Yep,
Metal.
dark metal.
yeah. So they're making all 5 of the 5 forms of Batman in that story, and that's also another InArt series release. So they're going to do Black Myth Wukong, then they're doing this. Go ahead, Carlos. I know you're going to drop
Man,
a bomb here.
talking about crazy stuff that not too many people know, and it came out of the blue, and I was lucky enough to put my hands into this figure and review this figure. Is Sexy Eyes.
Oh, those are cool. I totally missed the boat on those. When I saw
Oh
your
yeah.
reviews, I was like, I mean, it's
Man,
probably good that I didn't because I've seen they're releasing more of them and they look really badass. Like there's some
Yeah.
more
They
characters
look
coming.
good.
Yeah, those are
Really
really
nice.
cool.
this is the Eliminator. Man, this thing is like, picture a amazing Yamaguchi articulation, but
Yeah.
without the ugly joints. Right? They kind of like what you were saying, Blake. The art of having a great articulation, but being able to hide all the cuts and all the joints and stuff like that. With this thing is out of this world.
It looks like, honestly, that when I saw that line, it looks like it belongs in Death Stranding. That
Yeah,
type of, it really does.
yeah, yeah. I mean, man, they're coming with, I mean, that figure right now. The Eliminator is kind of like, I think last time I checked on eBay was like over $300. Like, so some
Yeah,
people are asking for the set of three, like
yep.
$900.
Can't do that.
Jeez,
I can't do it. They're cool. Don't get me wrong. And you know, that's
They
the
didn't.
benefit, though, Carlos, of having 1.5 million views on your channel.
Man, listen. I reached 2 million
Oh,
views,
Nice.
2 million. Nice.
Wow.
which is
You're
insane.
You're killing it.
Listen, it's so crazy, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. And I think this is one of the things that when people were asking me, like, "Oh, so you care about your views or your likes and stuff like that?" I believe that the time I stopped paying attention to the likes and views,
Mhm.
and I just do stuff because I really love to do what
Yeah.
I'm doing, is when everything started blowing up without even noticing. Like one day I woke up one day and I was like, oh wow, I'm around 300,000 views. That's crazy. Because usually my whole time, I mean, when my IG went like really, really good, picture like around SDCC, Legions Con, PowerCon, and stuff like that, is when I was reaching maybe like 150,000 max.
Yeah.
And one day I woke up and it was like 300,000. And I was like, wow, that's a lot. And then the next time was like 700,000. I was like, wow, that's really big. When I hit the million, I was like,
That's huge.
That's
and then
nice. Yeah.
2 million. Listen, I'm still at 12,000 followers. I'm about to reach the 13,000. But I blew the 2000K mark in maybe like 2 months. So
Yeah, you did fast.
it's
Well,
listen,
there's a
and
couple
I'm the one of the person that I don't like. Some people like to pay like the what's the name of that thing? The to increase your views and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot it. It's kind of like, but you sell your soul to that, because you pretty much sell your soul to any person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
No, don't worry. So I start doing I start checking on that, like John, and I was like, man, I'm not gonna do this, because if I do this, I believe they're gonna kind of like check me,
Mhm.
and they're gonna expect all the time for me to give them money
Yeah.
out of that. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go with the flow, and I'm not gonna even bother with the likes or anything like that.
Mhm.
And then out of the blue, one of my friends, because I still don't understand the algorithm or anything like that. I'm super bad at that thing, dude. Really,
Yeah.
really bad. Honestly, really, really bad. Thank you, Pablo. So one day I asked one of my best friends, Jason, and I was like, he works on computers and he does like publicity and stuff with companies overseas and stuff like that. So he create web page and stuff like that. So he was like, well, dude, like, don't even care about the likes, because actually Instagram is more about the views. And I'm
Yeah.
like, really? And he's like, yeah, it's more about the views. And I was like, oh man, I thought it was about the likes. He's like, well, the likes are good, but you notice that now people have the option to hide their likes.
Yeah.
Because that's not a great thing. Like, companies actually look for views.
Mhm.
Like, that's what you want, to have views and keep people looking at your page all the time.
Right.
I didn't know that at all. I just learned that like a few weeks ago. So I was like, oh, so that's more important, the views. And he's like, yeah,
Oh
don't
yeah.
care about the likes. So I was like, oh wow, interesting. And then out of the blue, after SDCC, man, I hit the 2 millions. And I was like, listen, I have a friend that he has maybe like 70,000 followers, and he's like around maybe 200 to 300,000 views. And
What-
I'm like, wow. So my account for 12,000 followers to have like 2 million views, that's a lot, man.
Well,
Yeah.
and there's a secret to your success, and I don't know if you know what you're doing. I'm not saying
I
that
don't know.
negatively.
Listen, you say it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm honest.
Somebody else spoke about it too. There's a conversation. I don't know if it was on Offworld. We were talking about your account or whatever, like in a positive sense. One of the things that I feel that has been the big secret to your success is that there are some YouTubers out there, right? There's quite a few YouTubers out there that are trying to make a go at it, right? And you're right. One, they're worried about the likes more than they're worried about the actual views, right? But the big one for you that's worked out well and why you've ramped up so fast, and this is just my thought process here.
You're a really smart
You,
guy, dude. I always look at you like up there with comes with advices and stuff like that.
oh, well, thank you. You put in the work.
Yeah.
You
can
put
tell.
in the
I mean,
work. You do the content. You put out the shorts. And the thing is, you get your figures out and review them right away. When you did your SDC stuff, the stuff that you got, you were putting up right away. People just aren't. You're. I don't want to. It's not a competition, right? This is about running a channel that's fun. It's a hobby, but you put out content. People log in to view certain people they follow because they want content. They want to see through your eyes. Show me what I can't see for myself. Show me the figure that I got on pre-order that you're already getting, that you already got, because you are a big time YouTuber. You have enough people out there that are following you and viewing you more than anything that like your content. They know that you're consistent. So they keep coming back looking for your stuff because they know, oh, Badass Reviews, he's always got new stuff. I don't care if I'm on Instagram, YouTube, wherever. He's always bringing something cool that I was wondering about. I'll tell you from my personal experience. When I see something I like, a lot of times, because I work a lot of hours, I'll lay in bed before I fall asleep with my tablet and I'll go on YouTube and I'll start typing in different things that I want to look at. Like, oh, I want to buy this figure. I want to do this. So I want to see who's out there. Guess who's got it? Carlos. Badass Reviews has got a figure out there. So I'm viewing your content because you're doing, as a YouTuber, you are at that next level of bringing content to your subscribers or to the people that are trolling and watching you from a distance, whatever, but you're getting the views because people know you're consistent with your content.
Yeah.
And that is the big one. So that's what you're doing. And obviously I can tell you don't know that you're doing, that's what you're doing, but that's what drives the algorithms. And
listen, I'm just doing what I'm doing. And honestly, I was telling John, I didn't knew about the views and stuff till like 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
At all. A friend explained to me that. And I was like, oh wow, I didn't know this. So I mean, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. But let me tell you something. I'm more than anything else, I believe what all these platforms help me out is to have relationship with great people, dude. Like and to me, that's kind of like the most important part out of everything else is being able to create friendships and relationship with great people around the whole world, not just United States. And that to me is like valuable. Like I'm a people's person. I love to be around people, and I was explaining that to Curtis and to Jesse on the Shooting the Shelf show. And thank you so much for inviting me, guys. You're the best. And they were
that was a
asking
fun
me, like,
episode. I like that episode. By the
oh,
way, Carlos.
I love to be around them, man. They're so freaking cool, man. They're so freaking awesome.
People in this community are just, I mean, We have a few that we like better than others because we spent more time with them. But really, when you spend time with everybody and you get one-on-one time, everyone's just as awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you might say, "Oh, well, I really like this one, this person, this person, this person." Well, that's all in relativity of how much time you spent with them. Once you spend time, you're like, "Oh," they go up the list and they're like, "Okay, I spent some really good time, you know, with this person at this con, or I went over and we had a mythic meetup over here, or we did this over here." And then when you start building those relationships, it becomes like, to me, it's one big family. And I think everyone's awesome. I really do. I mean, we all come from different walks of life. And I told Jeremy, I think it was a while back. I told Jeremy, wouldn't it be really cool? It's my very first Legion's Con. I said, I like what this community brings. And he's like, I do too, man. And I go, wouldn't it be cool if the Four Horsemen could go buy like a huge amount of land and start building houses, and we could all move to Legion's community? We could all like move together. We could be in the neighborhood. Could you imagine like just how cool that would be if we had all of us like great collectors living in, like, we had our own state or our own county or something?
I don't know if I will be able to handle Van being around me like for a year.
24/7.
You don't need your little video, Carlos?
You know, Van is like my little brother, right? Like he's something. But yeah, I mean, by the way, are you guys ready for Legion's Con?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm beyond ready, but I'm trying to figure out how much money I need to bring, because there's
That's
so
So
I'm getting the exclusive, so that's right there.
Well, that's just one exclusive though, John. We still got another exclusive for day 2 this week. We don't know where that is. And I think I have a hunch, Carlos. I have a hunch that we're about ready to see the second day and a cosmic wave. My gut and timeline tells me that something's coming.
Yeah.
Well, talking about the exclusive, right? Like I'm taking a guess here. I know we know we have already the exclusive, right? But we always have like a surprise drop, right?
Yep.
And I don't know, something is telling me we're gonna have the heroic paladin as the surprise drop.
You think?
You mean like the deal with the Valiant Knight? Like they do with the Snake Man and the Valiant Knight. It's just going to be when you're in line. They're going to
no. I'm talking about the one from SDCC.
Right. But like what they've done before, where you wait in line, you
the surprise drop.
Because 2 years ago was the Valiant Knight, and then last year was the Snake Man.
I strongly believe we may have something like that. I don't know. Don't ask me why, but I have that feeling.
Yeah, I don't plan on sleeping. I mean, I think I got like maybe 3 hours sleep that first night. Yeah, I got like 3 hours.
Like, I'm not gonna lose my sleep, and he's gonna be like at 3 a.m. in the line.
Yeah, you got the lobby, man. Who goes to sleep? Just go to the lobby.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 hours, I think. But we're pretty. I mean, I was able to get a Snake Man because we were like maybe number 8 in line, me and my buddies.
Wow.
So we got there pretty early. I brought my it was quick thinking on my part. I bought one of those collapsible stools, so I was just sitting on that the whole time.
Smart.
Like, yeah.
And at what time you were there in line?
Oh, I was like, man, maybe like 5.
Wow.
Maybe 4, I think. But the thing is, the thing is, we were trying to make a decision. Like, do we wait in the the Four Horsemen line that was like right outside as soon as you walk in, it was like starting to form right there, or do we go to the armory? Or do we go to the one for the main doors? Because I know some people wanted to get those custom heads from who makes them? Crap. He only has a few on hand.
Emil Wickman or Von Burke?
Email, I think it was both. Well, I think email and then Burke, I think it was as well.
Yeah.
Brian have like a couple, not that many.
No, you're talking about Emil Wickman's one of them, and Von Burke makes some really limited ones. But you're talking about what's his name? Oh my gosh, I feel bad. The one that works now for the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Eric
Miller. Yeah, that's who I think you were. Yeah, because that is Eric Miller is one of those ones when the doors open, it's
Everyone
Emil
goes to
Wickman, Eric Miller, Von Burke's got very limited on some of the stuff he brings in.
Noah,
yeah.
Noah Pratt,
Noah.
yeah.
No, yeah. That's
I mean,
another
there's some ones that bring some very limited amounts of some really cool stuff that they've worked on. And
one. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Anybody watching this, there's a lot of cool stuff that
Oh yeah.
sits around in limitation. But those are the ones I think most people would tell you, like, oh yeah, I've got to get in line, or if I'm like
Yeah.
the 10th person at Eric Miller's table, I'm probably not getting it.
Right.
But
Yeah. Yeah. And
I
that's
got a question with the Snake Man. It was limited, like one per person, right, or so.
yeah.
Two per
It
person.
was one originally. It was one.
It was
Okay.
one. Yeah. Because I
So,
tried
but
walking out with two, and
by
they said
the
no,
end,
you can't do that.
yeah, but by the end, by Sunday, I think you were able to get him easily, right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
without
Pretty
any
much.
problem.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I think by Saturday afternoon, you could get in the armory. You could just walk into the armory experience as well as Sunday. And the snake, right about that time too, because the armory, I would come out with my Snake Man, and I
But
went
the
right
black,
in, and I walked up to the armory, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to get in the armory?" And I'm like, "Sure, Joe." Joe Vasapolo's like, "Hey, dude, you want to get in line? There's nobody here."
but the black one was already sold out.
Yeah.
Oh, with the leather parts. Yeah.
Yes, the black one was sold out. I remember the black one was sold out. Oh,
I mean, to have a tribute figure. I mean, I cannot believe that gave me a tribute figure. I mean, that is so awesome. To have an Emerald Knight. I mean, come on now.
It's great.
It's just
yeah. Pablo is here. Talking about Pablo, they lift the restriction at one point. Yes,
yeah.
they lift the restriction.
I
So
want to go back to what you said, Carlos, about the drop. I think they're going to keep the Paladin from the role-playing game. I think they're going to keep it for the Kickstarter.
you think so?
Yeah, I think that I don't. I think it. I mean, they want surprise. Every time they've done it, it's been an absolute surprise. And I think that would be too simple of a layup to put the Paladin from SDCC out on the table.
Out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going to be available later. They said that, but I think they're reserving those for the Kickstarter for the role play game. I really do. I think
they said, do you think, like, okay, my point is this, do you think they're going to change anything with that Paladin? Because when I did the interview with Eric, Eric told me that this one specifically, he's like, if you pay attention, the actual shield comes with the colors of San Diego, which I didn't know about. I didn't know that. And it comes with the actual dice there. So I don't know if the dice or the shield or the actual labeling, they're gonna be exclusive for SDCC. I have no idea.
No, they said it. So that exact same figure and everything will be available when they put them up for order.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same. It's not gonna. So they will have other versions, but that one will be available. You will have the opportunity to get the SDCC. That was just the first chance that you could get an early grab with a limited amount that they had with them flying it out to California.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's awesome because, man, like that thing was flying.
Just
I know.
Look at the Paladin figure. Like look at the Conan figure, or the the Legendary Barbarian. Okay. The Legendary Barbarian and the Paladin, these are all very similar. They're exclusives. They're fun, like, kicker figures to throw out there into the wild and draw some energy. It's great for marketing, right? It's great for the chase, for the people that love that chase. But the end result is they've all said, even with like the Legendary Barbarian, you will have a chance to buy them. Don't go on eBay and pay $150 for them or $80 or 200.
It's kind of like a first release exclusivity or something like that. Like we're gonna give the exclusivity for a certain time, like a time edition exclusive. For a certain time for this thing, and then we're gonna have him in a regular release down the road, like everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, the Paladin from SDCC, I really love that figure. and I had a couple people that were looking for me, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And am I a little bummed because I wanted it? Well, I don't have no FOMO because I know I'm going to end up getting one. But it would have been cool. It's always cool. It's always cool to get something before everyone else does, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you want it now. You want to have it now. That's the fun thing.
It was crazy because I was making the line for Mezco, right? Every single day. Like I make that line 4 times, and I had people helping me out, Mega J and a bunch of people, and I couldn't. So by the time pretty much I was done with the Mezco line, the Paladin and the Barbarian and everybody else was already sold out on the Mythic Legions line. So I kind of like covered the Mythic Legions one the previous night. So the previous night it was so easy to get there and get the exclusive, but it was limited, right? But the next day, like I'm talking just about previous night, but the next day was insanity. And I'm super happy for the 4 horsemen, because when I was talking to Jim and I was talking to Eric and I was talking to Jeremy, they were telling me like, listen, there's so many years that we're not here, like not being here, and this is our first time like in a while to come to SDCC, and this is a totally different event. Now it's like mainstream, and you see like this booth, like 3-story booth, like you know, like Tamachi Nations, Hasbro, Mattel, with those things that were massive, right? And 4 Horsemen was right there in one corner with the big ogre, which it was amazing too, but really small compared to all these giants, right?
Plus, they were right across from who?
Mezco.
Oh, they were?
Great. I mean, so you put Mezco, the foot traffic for Mezco, and then put 4 Horsemen in the same?
Next to each other. Jeez. So, but at the end of the day, I was so happy because they have so much traffic and people were so involved, and people that actually have no clue what Mythic Legions was or Cosmic Legions, they have the opportunity to see those figures right there in the shelf, and having Jeremy there explaining, because you know Jeremy is a storyteller. So when he get into the mood and explaining you all the stuff, people get hooked, and that's it for you. So everybody was like, oh wow, you know, like, and that was so cool, so cool to see them there, and I know they were really happy, and I know they're gonna come back next year. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to go back to SDCC, but I mean, it was great to have them there, and I can't wait for Legions Con, you know, like to have the meeting again with everybody, have fun, and pretty much that's it. Having fun with the people that you love the most.
Hey, did you hear the news, Carlos?
Tell me.
I made it into intern for a day.
Nice. Congrats, man.
Oh, I tried, dude, but I'm super bad with luck for that thing, dude, all the time.
Well, last year I got to go because I was drawn. I was in the lotto, but last year and I'm very thankful. Last year was a big group because they brought a lot of YouTubers. There was a 10 years, so there's a lot of coverage and celebration, right? So I didn't get it, but when I was at the West Coast Mythic meetup, when I went out there, me and Thomas Belay, his photography is wonderful photography. Thomas is such an awesome guy. We made a pact one night standing out in front of In-N-Out Burger that if I got selected, he's my +1 and I'm his +1, and we shook on it.
That's so great.
He calls, he messaged me, he's like, hey, and he gets me on video, and it's him and his lady. They're from their house in Phoenix. He's like, you ready to go to the intern for a day? I'm like, what? Like, because I didn't even know. I hadn't heard from him, so I figured, neither one of us got it. I know I didn't get it. And then, so I'm super excited that I will be heading back to intern. And Thomas, I know I've already thanked you, but thank you for keeping your word and being a gentleman's
awesome.
bet. Like I really
Well,
appreciate it.
this year is gonna be really cool because I know last year was crazy. I was covering the event and everything, but I
Mhm.
asked Jeremy about it, and he said that this year is gonna be more low key. It's gonna be more special for the actual intern, which
The
I
winners, yeah.
really appreciate that, and that's
Yeah.
cool because last year was pretty much chaos, right? It was a
It was
big
it was
thing.
no, it was no joke. Like I had a
Yeah,
blast, but it was just like, all right, switch. Like it was just
yeah,
crazy. It was like,
but
Wow.
it was really cool. It was a different type of cool. So
Mhm,
this time it's gonna be more kind of like special for the interns, and I really
Mhm.
appreciate that. I'm gonna be there anyways. Not at the intern, but I'm gonna be at the venue, just like because I want to get there early and have
mhm.
the
Yeah.
opportunity to share with people and talk to people. I may go to the actually talk to people that goes to the intern, maybe having you taking pictures for me or something like that and send me the pictures so I can
Yeah, you
post
got
them
it.
and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to go and be there and have
Ah,
fun with everybody. I can't wait.
this I tell my coworkers, I tell my family, I tell the community I live in. The people always see all my action figures showing up. Um, I let them know that like this is part of my annual. I put time every year for vacation. This is a trip to New Jersey, which I never thought I'd be saying. I'd be taking a trip to New Jersey and excited. But a trip to the Garden State
Yep.
and hanging out with. It used to be the first year was hanging out with like some really cool people and like minded, and now it's like I'm going to see real tight friends and family.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
um, and it's really neat. I know we all talk about it. We've all said it till we're blue in the face about how wonderful this community is. But the way I look at it is, we can keep talking about it because there's a lot of stuff
Yep.
out there that's not so great in this world,
Mhm.
but this is great, and this is something that really keeps me positive, and it keeps me with faith in humanity that this can exist, and I think it's really neat. And I think everybody that watches this, and I thank you guys 100% for just being really cool, down to earth human beings because we need more of this,
Yeah.
more of this in the
totally,
world.
totally.
So
Well, guys, I think we cover already a lot. We're being what 2.5 hours. I need to thank you guys for being with me and
Thank
having
you,
fun
man.
and just having a talk about action figure. That this is what is this show is about. It's about talking, free talking about action figures. Feel free that you're talking to friends and just having fun, just geeking out
Yep.
about action figures and whatever you in life, you know. But most importantly, guys, Blake, tell us what's going on with Rick and Rage and how we can find you, how we can follow you, projects, everything. Tell us.
well, I'm not a 2 million view guy, and I don't have a
Oh,
YouTube channel like the like that crazy guy right next to me right here, right there. And but you can find me every Friday night on Offworld, which starts at 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. East Coast time. Come over to Let's Go Offworld. A lot of it's pretty much a Legion's cast, but there's lots of people involved in there. It's a fun time. We talk about figures, we show our pickups, we go back to a certain time in theaters, and we look at the top 10 movies that were going on, and we talk
I,
about which one we want to
oh,
see in
that's
the theater
awesome.
again. It's really
I love
cool.
I
It's
love when
called
y'all do that.
This Week in Theaters. And then we do lightning rounds. We do event horizon, like things that are coming up. We're excited, both like in movies or books or video games. So it's really an all encompassing kind of like a pop culture slash, geeky fun, like show to watch at night. Usually runs about, 3 hours. It's a fun time. And I appreciate anybody in advance who watches it. I have a blast on there, and I love hanging with all of you. Also on Sunday, uh, Saturday, I will be doing a live co-hosting with Wraith Mace, which is the Warhammer channel. Wraith Mace, if you don't follow him, it's very simple. He has a full YouTube stream. He's got Instagram, and I am his new co-host now. moving forward for Toy Hammer After Dark or Toy Hammer Before Dark, depending on when we run it. We do some, we talk about Joy Toy Warhammer. We talk about lore. We talk about a lot about the collecting community and stuff like that. So that's a really cool stream if everybody wants to jump on that.
I would love to watch that, dude.
And I'm sure
Definitely
I've talked to Wraith about having getting you on there, Carlos. I think you'd be fun to get on there. And John, we can get you on there too. I don't know how much of Joy Toy Warhammer, but I'll talk to Ryan or Wraith and we'll see what we can do. There's a whole bunch of people I'd like to bring in on the channel. If you haven't seen it, last week's episode is epic. It's absolutely epic. Go back and look at Race Mace Toy Hammer Before Dark last weekend because I was the co-host, but guess who the star was? Take a guess. Emil Wickman. So we had a full episode with Emil, me, and Wraith talking Warhammer.
Emil loved Warhammer.
Oh, nice.
It's a fun episode because you're going to watch Emil like, I'm trying not to buy more, as he says, you're killing me.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Oh, yeah. It's a blast. So that's a fun live. And then, of course, anytime, Carlos, we've talked about this, you want to have me back on here. I love coming on. I love hanging out with you and JP too. Yeah, thanks. And John, it's been great to be on screen with you.
Yep.
I know who you are. I know your I know everything, but it's always nice to actually have some FaceTime like this.
Yeah.
Just sitting back talking geeky toys.
Yep.
Okay, so John, let us know what's going on with Emerald Knight.
My main thing is just being on Instagram with toy photography photos at Emerald_Knight and _photos. Me and my friends, the Geeked Out Click, also have a live stream that we go on every Tuesday.
Really cool show.
6 p.m. Central every Tuesday. So, we talk the same thing. We kind of just run the gamut, pickups, what's coming out in the toy, in the toy arena. Then we segue into talking comics, talking movies, talking, whatever. I need to watch Fantastic Four because I haven't seen it yet. I know they're going to give me crap about not seeing Fantastic Four yet. So I need to get to the theaters and watch that so we can talk about it.
Great movie.
I can't wait to see it. But no, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just that, getting back in the swing of things, with the photography and everything, and just, looking forward to some stuff that's coming in. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm friends with Oz, Blake, and it's funny you saying going off board, and he's been on there plenty of times, and I look forward to watching the show. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much me, man. Just Instagram and just a little bit of YouTube, not too much. Just my main thing is photography, but I'm me and my friends we're getting our feet wet with the whole YouTube thing, but we're having a blast doing it.
You want to know what I want to see more of from you, John? More of stuff like this.
That was great.
Man,
that was a great one.
I got the award. I got the award at Joe Fest. So
that was a great one. That was a great one.
Knight is just trying to fight his way out, and they're clawing at him. And he's like, and it's just like I feel like if I could see inside the helmet, he's like this. Help!
Yep.
Yeah,
such a great figure. Really cool. The lighting,
that's really cool.
Oh yeah, good job.
Oh, John is a great photographer, dude. Like he's freaking awesome, dude. Freaking awesome. So yeah, guys. Again, guys, make sure to follow these two guys right here, Rick and Rage and Emerald Knight at Instagram. Go to YouTube and everything. I mean, follow their shows and everything else. I mean, it's about the community, guys. Not about me, not about anything in special. It's about the community and help each other and be positive. That's the most important thing, and that's what this show is about. It's about just geeking out, stress-free, no drama, no nothing. Just go and have fun. That's it with your action figures, pretty much. So thank you so much, guys. To the chat, you're being amazing, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And don't tell me you have a little boo-boo.
I got. This is a teaser. You'll see him more tomorrow night on Let's Go Off-World. I finally scored one of these.
Nice.
I love this little monster. He's creepy little fuzzy bastard. I love him.
That's crazy. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching and see you next show. Bye, guys. Thank